Hello, hello, hello. Oh, I'm so loud. It does work now. Okay. So loud. That's better.
Hello.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Pencast. We have music playing, but I'm going to stop it because it's not supposed to be playing right now. And we'll get back to
How we
it.
do it?
But there we go. Okay, good to go. It's been a little bit since our last stream. Just a bit. I don't know how long, honestly, but a bit.
Many moons.
There we
It's been many moons.
It has been.
It's been
Yeah.
just a month.
Anyway, this stream
It's been a month.
is quite possibly going to be the last for the intro session for the characters. As
Shut
you can
up.
see, we have the new background for the main campaign if we get into it, but I just wanted to make it so that we can have it. And hopefully it doesn't break like the last background that I made, so that we can keep using it.
Yeah.
Is this in Twitch? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, if you are on Twitch, you can see the new background that we have.
Okay.
It's I like it. And as everyone can see,
Yeah.
we're being sponsored by HelloFresh again, which is really cool of them.
No!
So if anyone
Awesome.
wants to use their code our code from them, I like their food a lot. I don't know how much trouble I would get in if I say I don't like how people advertise for them, because it's misleading.
I'll agree with that.
Their food is really good.
I'll
You don't
agree with
get
that.
you don't get free boxes like they say. Everyone gets free boxes, and it's cheaper than buying food from the grocery store. It's not.
Everything's expensive
Um,
though, too.
It's definitely cheaper than eating out. If you eat out a lot, then if you eat out a lot all the time, it's cheaper than eating out at restaurants, and it's not too hard to cook. Most of their dishes are pretty simple, which is really nice, and always very delicious. So if you wanted to try this, it's a really good discount. No free boxes, because no one gets you free boxes, but it's a really, really good discount on a lot of boxes. That
It's the
comes out
best
to
deal
be-
on the market
Yeah.
right here.
Yep, exactly. It's really nice. It's worth trying out if you want to. So
Mhm.
there's that. They're still sponsoring us. You'll see their thing up at the top of our screen forever until they stop sponsoring us, which will be shortly. So anyway, let's get started with
Indeed.
our character intros. Oh, actually, as you see, Teagle's not. Well, Alex's not here, which means I'll be running Teagle for a little bit for this last one. What the? Oh, Michael. It switches the cameras around every single time someone adds their face for some reason,
Oh,
because it switches
yes.
around when I
Hello.
put it on too. Alex not here. I'll be playing Teagle, and I'll be making up a fact for him, so that'll be fun. Alec might be joining us a little bit later. We'll find out, and yeah. So we'll start there with Michael doing his character facts. Take it away.
Hey. Hey, I am Michael, and I play 12 Thorns, the clueless catboy warlock. And today's 12 Thorns fact is that 12 Thorns thinks of himself as an expert gambler. Like, any game, any table, he can sit down and come away with money.
Also like
The
the thinks
thing
of
is,
himself.
He's fairly
Why
certain.
didn't you come then? You should
Uh,
have brought 12 thorns to the poker game.
Well,
That's
I
right.
had a much less nerdy thing to do. I had a Magic the Gathering tournament to go to, so
Fun.
Less nerdy thing? Is that what you said? A less nerdy
yes.
thing?
Way less nerdy.
Yeah.
But the thing about poker and gambling is that the way he plays it is he just steals as much money and as many chips as he can get without other people noticing, and then
Good job.
leaves.
And
So
then leaves.
they're
That is
all
a
playing.
gamble.
They're playing the game. He plays them.
Yeah.
He's also been beaten up multiple times due to this, but he hasn't ever learned his lesson.
Makes sense. Well, I mean,
like what
how
Amy
is he to
said,
know
though.
that's
Now
not
that's
how
how to
everyone
gamble.
else is playing? That could just be how all the other players play it, and he just doesn't
Yeah.
notice.
He just doesn't have any idea.
Yeah.
I just think that's the truest form of gambling. So, yeah.
It's stealing from people.
That's
Yeah.
really good. That is the truest form of gambling. That is really
All right.
good. I like
The
that.
most distilled version of gambling. I like it. It's great.
I mean, there's nothing
Oh,
true
my
about
turn.
it, but yeah.
I am Boo Phillips. I play Coog, Polar Bearkin. For my fun
Okay.
fact, Coog had a dream,
I have a
and
dream.
contrary to popular belief, Bearkin do dream, being
Wow.
considered a possible monstrosity and all. People think they don't dream, but because their origins are a little not well known. But Coog had a dream that he met a god at the god's party. He went to this party, lost tons of money, hung out with other gods, and met, shall we say, his god.
Wow.
He was awestruck about meeting his god.
That's
He's
wild.
so tall and handsome. His wife and family were so lovely. The other gods were all so incredible. Then when the night was done, Coog rode off upon a great mount of power and back to his family. It was great.
That's
In
wonderful.
layman's terms, Wyatt and I finally met in person.
Yeah,
Man.
it's taken a
I
while.
went to
but we did it.
I went to Wyatt's birthday party. It was awesome. It was really fun.
That's
But
fun.
yeah, out of all of us here on Pencast, Wyatt and I are the only ones who have met in person.
Well, I mean, White and Amy have met in person too.
Well,
You know,
that's
just
a
putting that
different
out there.
story.
Constantly meet
Whole
in
different
person.
scenario. Constantly in person.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun. It was cool. But that's
That's cool.
Coog's fun fact.
Nice. All right. My name is Ben Amundsen, and I play Braylor the Wall, the Goliath paladin. And my Braylor fact is Braylor never really went through a rebellious phase, like when he was a teenager, but he did like to stretch the rules sometimes. And he had his first love was
What?
illicit. And
Oh, no, listen.
it ended up she was actually catfish and was stealing money from him, but he loved her very much, and he never found out because the other rangers found out and shooed her away, and he just
Oh,
thought
gosh.
she left.
Wait,
So that
By
was
shooing
his
her
first.
away, they buried her in the back 40.
Yeah, yeah, So yeah, Braylor was catfished, and he lost all of his savings because he kept buying her fun little gifts and stuff, but
I really hope
Gosh,
he was
dang it.
not true. Yeah, he was for sure. Instead of a
Awesome.
rebellious phase, he just went through a massive simp phase, and then he grew out of it eventually. But yeah, so that's Braylor's fun fact.
That is a fun fact. I really.
That
It
is a
is.
fun fact.
Yeah,
It's kind of sad fact.
it is.
So Portia. It's my turn, is it?
Yes,
my
it
turn?
is. No, well, I mean,
Mhm.
usually it's Alec.
So do you want to go?
Doesn't matter.
But
Go.
you can go. I'm going to go last just because I always.
So I am Amy Ermson, and I play Portia Harris, and she's really cool.
In fact. Really cool.
In fact.
Fun fact
She
is
is
that
the
so she
coolest.
is getting really into jewelry lately. She likes shiny things, you know that. But
Mhm.
now she has been concealing more of her jewelry. So as you know, she wears boots, but on her toes she wears toe rings because
Wow.
she likes them. Really
Nice.
cute. But it's too cold to show them to anyone. But she has some toe rings.
So she just have toe rings constantly on underneath her armored boots.
That's right,
Yeah.
exactly.
That's gonna hurt.
Yeah. Well,
Right.
she's made out of rock, so I don't know how much it would
Never mind.
I
Maybe
think her
she doesn't get
complexion-
calluses or blisters or anything.
I
She
believe
gets
to
lava
be
warts.
correct.
Yeah, that would be gross.
Complexion of rock.
Anyway, so
That's
she
okay.
does that. We'll see if it's a good idea or not, but she's just trying out a few
Mhm.
things on there. And then we might see more jewelry or more an exhibition of,
I don't know.
jewelry on her. So it'll be fun.
You know what? I just realized at the end of our last stream, we should have cut to a picture that said "follow for part 2," because it was the last part.
That would have been great.
Oh, right. Follow the part 2. I
That
kind
would
of
have
hate
been
part 2,
funny.
so I wish it was all in one. So
Making fun of videos.
Part 2.
Yeah.
Teagle's fact for the day is that I'm trying to remember what his favorite food was. He told us that one time. Does anyone remember?
Hmm.
We'd have to look
I
at it.
have no clue.
Nope, no idea.
I don't remember. I was gonna make him allergic to it.
Well, too bad.
Suddenly he finds out he's allergic to it after not eating it for a long time.
Yeah, it's been a
That would
while,
suck.
and yeah,
That would be terrible.
he's got an
You could just say
allergy
he's now mildly allergic to dairy and just set it.
Um,
Once he's already allergic to dairy.
he built in. I'm gonna say he built in his little zappy stick. He has a little compartment that he stores small candies. And when no one's looking, because he doesn't want people to know that he has a sweet tooth, he'll sneak them in the night out of his little pokey stick that he has.
Oh,
Specifically popping candy,
They're like
I would assume.
popping candy
Pop
that
Rocks?
tastes better when it's melted, because
Mm,
he'll
yeah.
he'll use the stick and it will heat up the compartment where it's stored. So like kind of like when you heat up a Starburst and they're like way good and gooey. That's what he does. But with
So the
like
core
this-
of his lightning stick is a rod of plasmoid candy.
Well, wait,
is what
doesn't
I'm
he have a
hearing. That
thermal
would be-
cube?
he does have a thermal cube. He could heat it on that,
Is it
but
not hot enough?
he
The
prefers
crispiness from a
the
zap stick?
Zappy, yeah, the Zappy stick. He actually built the Zappy stick around the idea of a hideaway compartment for candy.
That's good. I like
That's
that.
going to be his fact for the
That's
day.
canon.
I mean, maybe he. I can't remember what type of diabetes you need sugar for. I can't remember but maybe he
It's
has
probably
that.
either type
and,
1 or type
Maybe
2.
he has
Just it's just. But yeah, he just needs candy, so he constantly has that.
Gosh. That's
Sometimes.
so funny.
Diabetes. Diabetes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Diabetes.
Anyway, first things first. You're gonna hear Baby Luna talking. She's been talking a lot more frequently.
Mhm.
Now
That's the
that
ideal
she's-
situation
She's playing
for
the
us.
role of
Yeah,
the
it's
lich.
nice. We like it a lot.
Yeah.
So she'll be talking in the background today. So it's nice ambient music. Everyone loves the sound of babies, and if you don't,
Of course.
You can leave.
I would have
That's
to
it.
turn off the stream to call you the things I want to call you. I'm
Yeah,
kidding. Jokes.
that's a good one.
Wow.
Jokes.
Got him.
Jokes.
Not
But
jokes.
anyway,
Dead serious.
So you'll be hearing her a bit. Second thing, like I said earlier, this might be the final wrap up for the intro. So just a brief recap of everything that's happened is what we'll do real fast before we close it out. The party met under strange circumstances by an unknown being of seemingly phenomenal power, like no adventuring party has ever met before. Very unique, to
Completely
this
original.
Specific, to this
Yeah,
specific.
OC,
campaign.
do not steal.
I don't ever, never, nothing at all.
This is all completely original
100%
from White's mind. Yeah.
I made it all up.
And Braylor outwitted this all-known character. I will keep
Yes,
that
that's
as
true.
a point of fact.
None of you guys saw that, sadly, because I corrupted all of the recordings I made of
It's sad.
the,
So it's good.
all of them, all of the intros to the characters, which were going to be
Mhm.
really fun. I made they became corrupt on my computer somehow, which was sad.
Dang.
But they all met. They were all brought to the northernmost parts of a created world that I made, Wildmount. Exandria, I guess, is the whole thing, right?
Yeah.
I'm not asking you guys, I'm telling you. Exandria,
Yeah, of
the
course.
continent of Wildmount, which I
Mhm.
made up. Brought to the northernmost parts of it to
Yeah.
meet for the first time as an adventuring party. They were sent to a nearby town where Portia is from because of a strange disease that was spreading around and turning people into little popsicle statues.
It's so sad when you said that.
And slowly killing
Everyone we know and love is probably dead at this point.
Strong
Right.
possibilities.
Seriously.
Uh-huh. In the town, there was a couple things that went on. One, the town master didn't really want people to know too much about this. They ended up knowing everything about it. I won't say that's
Yeah.
because of the party, but there was a couple
It's-
things that might have caused some brief
Okay.
hysteria from the villagers.
WTF.
Yes, that was fun. They met a nice family who they promptly told were going to die very soon. And then they met a...
Raylor specifically told them that they would be cured soon. I will say
Oh,
that.
That's
Not
true,
that they would
yes.
die soon.
He told
He
them
didn't
he
say you're going to
lied.
die.
with a sad
2 years
expression on his
later.
face.
It's only
Very-
been like 12 weeks
It's
in
actually
the world.
technically
In the
only
real
been
world.
like
'Cause the
20
boat
days.
trip was like
maybe
9
20.
weeks.
Yeah, maybe 20 days.
Yeah, see?
So yeah,
20
good.
days that we've stretched out over 2 years.
it's insane.
It's D&D.
And
We are awesome.
then they went and found the sister of a bandit captain who promptly turned into an icicle after the confrontation.
Yep.
I guess
Kook Solar
Booth
Wolves.
first. We don't have to go through everything.
Yep,
Yeah, Kook
I
Solar
definitely did.
Wolves
All aboard that. And he
12
keeps forgetting
thorns.
he has them.
wound up with severed fingers from...
Of course.
Who was that from? From the shopkeep in town.
Shopkeep.
Gotta
They
take
got
souvenirs.
information from that shopkeep that there was a bandit captain who might know some things. They're looking for a specific potion to cure a very specific disease. They went and found the bandit captain, who was the sister of the other lady whose name was Halil, and didn't kill her, though, actually. She was dying, had the blue veins and all that. She had a Goliath who hated Braylor helping her out.
it was
They were both dying.
super cool plot moment for Braylor.
They made it out of the cave, hoping that a bandit who wanted to usurp power from Tolgi, who was the captain, would kill them both. Which, I mean, that may or may not have happened. No one knows, because you guys left the cave without any information. Took off.
Yep.
Got on a boat, captained by Monsieur Cole, and a lot of things happened on the boat. I'm just not going to talk about because that is where the length of the campaign came from. If we would have just skipped that part,
we turned into a seafaring campaign for a little bit.
That was the
Fortunately,
filler
made
arc.
some friends.
And then
Yes.
they died.
And then most of them died.
I almost killed Teagle with a cannon.
That's true.
Twice.
That happened.
Both friends fell in love and then she died.
Yep.
Braylor slowly lost his resolve in the goodness of humanity over the course of the
That
trip.
boat ride was the most intense moments of this entire campaign. So
Yeah, it was like
that was
the
fun.
other pirates.
You made it to my other very unique creation, Eiselcross, to the temporary encampment of Sirenlaya.
Yeah, I hate
Met the leader of that encampment there, completely ignored everything she was saying, went off your own direction, found a friend of the first victim you saw. His name was Ergon, and the friend's name, I don't even remember, actually. I didn't do too much with him. He was a curious man, talked a lot to the bear and the cat, and you've got a map from him, found out where to go.
We
yeah.
floated away almost. And
Yeah, we're not mentioning that. We're staying away from the island as much as we can.
that was a long
You
time, but-
ran into Tolgi and Halil's brother. Let him know that Halil is dead and that Tolgi was possibly dead without saying that it was possibly your fault. He
He
was,
Very
also
eloquent job.
didn't let him have his dogs.
yes, tried to take Halil's
Yeah.
wolves. They refused and went with Koog still.
Because they know what's what.
You fought some monsters in the city. That was thanks to 12 Thorns, because Michael decided to redeem some points on the stream to summon
No,
an encounter.
That was Teague.
Gosh.
That was
That wasn't
Teagle?
me.
Yeah, that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you were saving up for last stream. I forgot. Yes.
Yeah.
Teagle towards the beginning of the stream or the end of the stream. I don't remember which one. Doesn't matter. Redeemed some points, summoned some monsters, got in a big fight.
I believe it was right before we
left.
we're saying we're going off now. Yeah.
Yeah, it was literally, we're going to go. Nope. Not going to happen.
No.
Had some fun crossing through Islecross, shamed a Yeti, killed some hags, got cursed a little bit. That just disappeared because I forgot about it. And then
No, we left the cursed region.
were turned into reflections for a little bit.
And who knows if the characters that we see today are really
Yeah.
the real ones
Are
or
really
just
us.
fake.
We'll never know.
Yeah, we don't know.
So, we had there's just a lot of stuff, but we also had some filler episodes too.
There was filler episodes, but that's okay. Then you made it to
We did not have a beach episode though. So
no
there you
beach
go.
episodes, no
We're not
hot
about,
springs, no spa days, nothing like that. So
You know what is that called when you do stuff to get the
fan service.
We don't do that.
Well,
yeah,
I mean,
none.
there was a spicy thing going on with 12 Thorns and a
Someone?
Dryad
Oh,
on the
yes.
island.
That's-
I mean, they
Was
could
there?
have been something. I mean,
yeah, and then you abandoned the Dryad.
Oh, okay, I remember
you winked,
that
you
now.
winked
Yeah.
at him. Yeah, winked at him, and
Yeah.
he had a. I mean, who knows?
Okay, yep.
But anyway, we avoided the fan service there, so that was good.
Yeah.
Shame.
Then you guys made it to the laboratory in search of the cure. Went your separate ways,
Yeah.
and some of you stumbled upon some zombies. Some of you stumbled upon much needed rest, and the rest of you stumbled upon a lich and his assistants who were experimenting on a group of prisoners.
Yep.
Attempting to stop
Yeah.
him, made a commotion. The two who stumbled on rest, which were 12 Thorns and Portia, decided to come and check out what's going on. They joined the fight. Teagle had wandered all the way to the opposite side of the facility and is
Having
still
his own
currently-
grand old time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Isn't
Snuck
he
past
stuck
zombies
there
very
with-
well. No, he's not. He's
He
just
just
working his way
sneaked
back.
past the zombies every single time.
Yeah, he
He's
has no
just
idea what's
vibing.
He
happening.
literally did.
No idea.
Not once was he detected.
No idea. Yeah.
It's good stuff.
Maybe he wants.
And
to
he
be
is
detected.
working his way back to find you guys, having looked through the entire. I don't remember which side of the core we decided it was. West, I think.
Yeah.
The entire west
Well, yeah,
side
'cause-
of
yeah,
the place.
because we decided up is south in this
Up
map.
is south in this map. Because
I
up
believe.
never means north. Up always means towards space.
Yep. Or rise or
Not-
in elevation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
Exactly.
Good stuff.
rise in elevation.
So up is south on this map. West is right for me. And yeah, that's where we are now. Lich is about to kill people. One of his assistants betrayed him, grabbed a bunch of his stuff, wigged under a desk, and set off a devastation orb of fire that the Lich had been saving for a opportune moment in the future. The Lich got very upset, and we ended there, I think, with the entire facility now in scorching hot weather and the ice beginning to melt away and destroy a large part of my creation. Ice.
Original, completely from your own mind. It's very sad to see.
OC, do
Tom.
not steal.
I do not think that we can get in trouble for saying that, hopefully.
Where was it from?
If anyone decides to watch this who wants to get me in trouble for that, don't, because
What?
we're kidding.
Don't.
Pencast does not stand for stealing or reusing content of
Exactly.
any kind.
Yes.
Stealing,
we had
the
it
truest
completely
form of
original.
gambling.
We only stand by the fact that Islecross is my invention. That's it. Anyway, we are now in combat with the Lich, who is now very frustrated at his dwarven comrade, who is trying to do something with a bunch of potions and papers that he grabbed off of a desk. And we start with Portia, who is
Yes.
currently, if you can see your map, Portia, by the door.
I threw the cat last time. didn't
You
I?
did throw the cat. I forgot
You
about
did
that.
throw the cat.
That's pretty
Yes.
sweet.
That
Kill
was
something
funny.
too.
Oh, you
Yeah.
know what? I don't have anyone's stat blocks pulled up. Anyway, what would
That's
you like to
awkward.
do, Portia?
Well,
That means they're all dead, right?
I think so.
No,
We
I
what?
killed someone last time. I remember. Who did I kill?
You
I think
killed a
Coog.
woman.
Coot asked me to keep her alive, so I don't remember if I did
Coog
or
asked
not.
you to keep her alive, so you smacked her with the
Mhm.
flat of your axe. No,
Yeah.
you didn't. You cut her arm off. Yeah, that's what you did. I remember now. Because I
She's
was
still
thinking, oh,
alive.
you could knock her out with the flat of your axe, and then you said, oh, I'm gonna cut her arm off. I was like, okay, fine.
Of course, yeah.
Cut her
Portia's
arm
a
off.
little,
She's on the ground bleeding out. So you didn't kill
Hmm.
someone, but
Okay,
you
well,
made
Portia
someone
grabs
start.
the blood, puts 2 marks on her face, and is going towards the next. She is done. She's
I need you to make a perception check for me, please.
I can't right now. Can you do it for me?
Okay. You can have my phone.
Oh my goodness! Look at your glowing dice. Those are so cool.
They are so great. I don't know if you want
must
my
have a really
perception
cool
check.
person that gives you those.
I do. I have the best gift giver, and in my life.
Yeah,
And
she makes you food and gives
yeah,
you a
it's the
party.
best thing ever.
So it's nice.
Okay. Is there
Mhm.
anything else you'd like to do on your turn? We'll have the perception check rolled once I get this pulled up.
I just wanted to put blood on my
Just the
face.
blood? That's all you
Yeah,
want to do?
Portia's really just showing who the boss is. It's kind of how she does that.
Sounds good.
But she's not really the boss. You know, if we had to choose a boss, I'd vote for probably Braylor. But
Portia contracts
Right.
AIDS.
Wow.
I think
Oh,
Dang.
the leader of the group.
I'm just kidding.
I'm just kidding.
Jokes.
Okay, who's it?
Jokes.
That's all
Yeah.
you're doing? Nothing else on your turn? No attacks, no
I
magic.
just said
no
I
nothing?
wanted to attack the person
Oh.
nearest to me.
That would be 12 thorns.
No, bad guy.
Oh, okay.
do it. Do it and you're
I
cool.
mean,
Just, you could throw 12 thorns at the lich
Yeah, I
now,
just go
if
towards
you
12
want.
hours and
So you've got the lich down here. You got
Mhm.
the dwarf up in the top corner.
Dwarf it is.
I believe I did the compelled duel on the
Lich.
On the duet.
on the guy on the lich.
On the witch.
I couldn't remember lich.
Didn't
So-
he resist that or something?
No, he did not.
Yeah,
Did
it
not
was
resist it.
successful.
It
So at
was.
least in this round, he can't attack anyone else but me.
He can try
Okay,
to,
great. So I'm gonna
he
definitely
wants to.
attack the lich.
but he's not going
Or-
to. You're going to attack the lich?
Um,
You have your
do-
cross.
Do
oh,
I
no, you
know?
don't.
Does Portia know that he can't attack me?
You've seen Braylor cast it a couple times, and Portia's,
Yeah.
I mean, smart enough to figure out that what he's
I
doing.
mean, it's a
Okay.
pretty visual thing. Like he raises his shield and golden light explodes from it and casts runes on the guy. So it's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
subtle.
It's
Yeah.
definitely.
It's not
where
subtle.
Am I? Like, can you get view my person?
Oh, yeah.
So I'm definitely going to get my crossbow out. I think I already have it out. No, I have my axe out.
You can pull your crossbow out.
Oh.
I don't currently make you guys take any kind of actions to switch weapons, because
I think that's.
Yeah, I believe it just costs movement, like in the official rules. I don't know if that's true or not.
So crossbow we
I
get.
also don't know if that's
That
true.
sounds
but
accurate.
You can pull it
Yeah.
out if you would like to and fire.
So I'm
As
using
you
my
please.
crossbow and shooting. Oh gosh, where is it? Okay, there it is. And I'm gonna roll now.
You're firing at the lich or
The
the
lich.
dwarf? The lich?
The lich. I
Okay.
can't fire at two people.
Technically, you have 2 attacks, so yes, you can.
Ooh, should we do that, Linda? Yeah. She's looking at me. Alright, I'm rolling. 17, does that hit?
To hit the lich?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
But 17 doesn't hit him.
I will let you know if it does once I pull up a stat block, but I'm pretty positive it does.
Pretty sure it does.
Oh wait, hold on.
Anyone
If a
else?
creature friendly to me damage the target or casts a harmful spell on it, it ends the attack.
Ah.
So
I don't know
Whatever.
if Portia would
Everyone
like
knows
that.
this.
yeah. So just
Unless
yeah,
Braylor
okay.
yelled out, "Don't attack the lich, please."
No, his back's to her. I'll let that happen. I guess.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure you miss anyways. So
I could also reduce the damage to the lich with my shield if
just
I.
don't let it. Don't let it hit the lich. Don't shoot the lich. You pull your from behind. You block it with your shield.
Yeah. No. So,
Okay, so are you sure the 17 doesn't hit? Because I feel like that's a pretty good
I'm
number.
pretty sure, but it might be right on. He's either got
I think it's right on.
18.
Everything above 16 is good.
He's got 17. Look at that. Yeah, you're right. He does hit.
Okay,
It hits.
So it hits and it does.
No, defender goes to defender.
On the armor? Right on?
Yeah,
Defender?
on the attacks.
I don't know. I haven't
If
played
it,
this
if
for
it's-
long.
If it ties, it goes to the defender. So he makes.
Yeah, that is right. So he doesn't hit. So
Okay.
I was right actually.
So,
My bad. It's been a little bit, I
So
think.
I'm gonna shoot.
been a
I'm
little
still
bit.
standing where I'm standing. So I'm
Okay.
gonna shoot at the dwarf. with
Shoot
my
at the
second
dwarf.
attack.
The dwarf is a little bit easier to hit, and by a little bit easier, he has 17 as well. So
I got
that's
27. I got a
You
natural
hit.
20.
a natural 20.
Yes.
That's very good for you, very bad for him.
Okay. So
Roll
yeah.
your
I think
double
that's gonna
damage.
be bad for us too, because he's turned on the lich.
You do
He's
max
probably
damage.
helping us.
Max
Dash.
damage. What's your damage?
My max damage is 1d10 plus 2, so 12.
So
2d10.
12, 2d10?
2d10.
2d10 from a
2d10
crossbow?
plus 12.
Okay,
Yes.
got it. 2d10. So 20, 22.
22. 24.
You do 22 damage, plus you roll. Yep.
I'm interested, but I don't understand how.
So now click the dice to roll it.
Again? Oh,
Because you got a natural 20. A critical hit is max plus a roll.
okay. Well, I can't see anything, so I got a 9 crit.
9? Okay. What?
I don't know. That's
That
what
can't be possible.
You told me
There's
to
no
roll.
way. 6 and 1. Look at that. You rolled a 6 and a 1. Nice. Okay.
Sorry.
That makes sense. Okay, well, you fire a crossbow bolt. He's a little bit distracted,
I thought
trying
you
to
said-
grab up some papers and run to the corner of the room over here. You aren't all positive why. And he is trying to reach for something in his pocket so he doesn't see the crossbow bolt firing at you because he thought you were shooting at the lich. And this just pierces right into, you see his neck, right where the shoulder kind of like connects there to your ribs and goes pretty deep.
Okay.
Blood starts to run out of it. He does not feel good at all. He like kind of drops down to a knee and he's shaking a bit, but not quite dead.
Jeez.
Is that everything you do, Portia?
That is everything. Master.
Okay.
I'm
we
still
move on.
convinced Luna is playing the part of the lich right now.
Yeah, she is.
To 12 thorns.
Okay. So my action depends on what you rule on this.
Okay.
What level are Koog's wolves?
They are.
Do they share his level?
They don't.
No,
they are
they do
5.
not.
They have.
They-
I did their own little
they're level
leveling
5.
system. They're 5.
Okay. So
But, I
that
mean,
changes us a
technically
little
that's max
bit.
level for them. So I don't know.
So if something only affected a creature at a certain level, the max I could do is 5.
Here you go.
Yes. Well, let's see.
Okay.
Let me see. Your guys' max level is 20. Their max level is 5. We're gonna say that is 4. Well, I guess technically, if I was gonna do it that way, they would be level 20, which doesn't make any sense. They're level 5. Yeah. Max could
Yeah.
be 5. They're level 5.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
technically. Yeah, go ahead. What are you gonna do?
In that case, I am going to reach out to the red wolf, whose name I cannot remember.
Dremel?
That one is Tremel.
Got it.
Mhm.
Dremel?
And
Oh, that one's Damien.
That one's Damien. My bad.
uh,
I forget.
and I am going to cast. I'm going to cast polymorph.
Oh gosh.
Forgot about this. I forgot about this.
So I was going to turn it into a black dragon, but it's not a. The wolf isn't a high enough level for that.
So is it
So
an adult black dragon?
No
Uh,
way.
So instead, I'm going to turn it into a Starspawn Mangler.
Oh my gosh.
What?
Which
It's a star spawn.
gets
I don't even know.
Um,
I've never heard of that.
A star spawn what?
Mangler. Basically, imagine
What is that thing from
Hey.
SpongeBob where he says, Fascinating.
skeleton thing with way too many arms.
Fascinating.
That's
The
wild.
Hash slinging slasher.
The hash slinging slasher. The mash.
Wow.
Polymorph is insane.
That's
The
crazy.
Oh,
the
come
important
on.
part of this is that it can make 6 attacks in one turn.
6 attacks in one turn.
I'm just gonna drop the stat block in the Discord so that Coop, on your turn you can see what he can do.
That is insane.
Okay.
What's its hit points?
71.
71. That's not too bad actually. You guys are level 8, so that's pretty good for where you're at.
And
That's above
then,
average. Wow.
do I have any bonus actions?
That's a little scary there.
Wait,
A wee
polymorph is not a
bit-
bonus action?
No
No.
way.
That would be insane.
That was a full action, so I can't then follow up with an attack.
Holy cow.
So then I'm going to just saunter on down. Which one of these is the Lich again?
The Lich is the bottom. It's the
One
zombie
by
looking
Braylor
thing.
here.
Okay, so I will saunter down to this lady that isn't the Lich.
Okay.
And I'll just end my turn there smiling and pointing at the big scary thing behind me.
Very, very excited about that.
And that's all for me.
After that, we move on to Braylor.
I realized this whole time I've had Bless and I've never used it.
How is
That's sad. Braylor's just going to keep hitting the guy with Divine Smite because that works. So, yeah, I'm just going to roll an attack with my quarterstaff here. And that is a 25.
It hits.
So I'm going to use my last second level spell slot and just Divine Smite the heck out of this guy. So let's see. I get with Divine Smite. Where is it? I believe it's like 2d6, maybe 4d6 because it's a. Where? Oh, there we go. So 2d8, yeah, 3d8, 4d8 because it's an undead plus
Okay.
1d8 plus 4. So 5d8 plus 4.
Nice. On your first attack. Got it. How much?
Oh,
how much
there's-
is that?
Okay, 19 damage because there was 3
19.
ones.
Wow, that's painful. Okay. 19
Nate,
damage.
though.
Got it.
Yeah. And then I'm going to do my second attack. And that is an 11 total.
11 to hit. 11 to hit. Does
Yeah,
not
11 to hit.
hit. That does not hit.
Yeah, and it was all radiant damage, if that makes any difference.
That doesn't.
Yeah, cool. Love that. All right, that's it.
That doesn't. That doesn't.
Oh, dang. All right, whatever. I don't care. Actually, as a bonus action, I'm going to do the Shield Master shove.
Ooh. Haven't used that in the last.
So I'm just strength roll, right?
Yep.
Okay. I got 16.
Yeah, you beat him. Easy peasy.
All right. Yeah, so I'll just knock him under the chin with my shield and blast him to the ground.
Now, since he is so close to the wall, I can either let you, if you want, you can have him grappled, pinned up against the wall, or you can knock him to the ground. Whichever you want.
Actually, yeah, pin him up to the wall with my shield on his neck. That's intense. I like
Okay.
that.
So you swing with your staff. Massive blast of light in the room, everyone sees, and then once the light clears, you guys see Braylor with the Lich pinned against the wall, his shield pushed up under its chin. Very dominating position here. And after that, we move on to Kook.
Yeah.
Kook.
Dang.
Mm-hmm.
Coog's a little bit like what in the heck is that going on over there? After his
Broilers.
wolf got turned into whatever that is. So he kind of just like, stutters for a second, and then like that, and he'll watch he'll watch.
6 attacks.
It was
I
Tremel.
am-
Yeah.
Yeah, this is pretty gnarly. I was just reading
Uh-huh.
that.
What
Watch
was
Tremel
the
go
thing
over
called
and
again?
attack.
Star Spawn Mangler.
Star
Yeah.
Spawn.
The hashling. The
A hashling.
The hashlings.
Star Spawn
I love one of those
Mangler.
names.
Okay. What is so? Go ahead. Go ahead, Coop.
10, 20. So, because Coog is a little bit awestruck, he just kind of points, and Tremel will go along and attack. It's 8 bloody attacks. or
8?
something.
No, it can either use its multi-attack or its 6 attacks.
Oh god,
Oh,
that thing is
Yeah.
terrifying.
So it
I love
has
polymorph so much.
multi-attack,
Oh
which is
my
2 claw
goodness.
attacks,
Mm-hmm.
or claw, or fury of claws. Oh,
Yeah, so,
that did
it-
not pull up.
So if it uses multi-attack, then it can use Claw twice, or it can use Flurry of Claws to use it 6 times, but it can't do both. So it only gets 6, not 8.
Yeah, that's right. That makes sense. Well,
Um,
that's one target.
It's equal to, right? I don't remember polymorph too well.
So,
I'll just
Well,
go with it
attack.
because we're fine.
plus 7 to hit.
I'm actually gonna look it up because I really
Each
want to know.
5 foot.
But we're gonna stick with it. That's crazy.
8.
what?
Yeah, that's pretty nuts.
Multi-attack, flurry of claws. Wait a second.
Plus 7. Gosh.
No! Grab it! Grab it!
You got a ceiling fan and a balloon? Is that what I just witnessed?
No ceiling
Yeah.
fan, just the balloon.
The baby was playing with it. Now she's gonna start talking.
Alright, so he's gonna do this crazy attack. Plus 7. Gosh, I'm
What?
just gonna roll 6 times.
Plus 7.
Yep, plus 7 to his attack.
You can take
Wow,
2
my
claw
internet is
attacks, or
stupid
you can
slow.
make 6 claw attacks against one target. It can move up to its speed as a
The,
bonus
natural
action without
20,
provoking
so-
opportunity attacks.
I gotta write this down. So.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's fun. Okay. Who?
Yeah,
He's
it's a good
hitting the
time.
lich. Not a bad idea.
Yeah, so he's gonna be hitting the lich. First one was a natural 20.
Equal to or less than the target. Nat 20 on the first one?
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
Gosh, and then a 9. 9. 9 plus 7 is 16.
This might solve all of the problems a lot quicker. Polymorph.
I mean, polymorph is. How long does polymorph last for? Is it a minute or an hour?
Concentration spell, but it's 1 hour.
Yeah. Okay, never mind.
Then 6.
Good stuff.
Sorry, my internet is like crazy slow for some reason. I'm watching the dice on D&D Beyond like
That's great.
so
That has
bloody
happened
slow.
to me many times. That's okay.
All right,
5.
5 plus 7 is 12.
Did you do the damage for the natural 20?
Not yet. I'm just rolling the 6 attacks and then I'll do the damage.
Okay. Do you want to roll physical
So what's
dice
his-
if your online is slow?
I'm almost done, so hold on.
Okay. 10,
What's his
17.
AC?
17.
17, so 1, 2, 3 of these attacks don't hit.
One's a nat 20 and the other 2 do.
Yeah, so far.
So you got 1 nat 20,
Just a second.
2 normal hits.
A
and
26.
then that hits. An 8 does
8.
not hit.
7.
Oh, 8 plus 7 doesn't hit.
Still doesn't hit. Okay, so 2 hits, 1 nat 20. What's his tap? Second. Sorry, guys. Yeah. So
It's all good.
8 plus 4.
Wow.
12.
What?
plus
I said, wow.
D8 plus 4. 12, 10, 8. Hi. What in the heck is 6? And 22.
22 for the nat 20
22 for the nat 20.
total.
For the nat 20, yeah.
Well, that's not too bad. I was worried.
Why were you
Not
worried?
too
If a
bad.
nat 20 only does 22 damage, I mean, his other
Well,
attacks can't
it's-
do too much, can it?
It's a
Well, that's only
D8
one of its
plus
2 attacks.
4.
Oh yeah, I know. 8 plus 4. We're good. Okay.
Well, it says I don't know what this means. It says hit 8 and then parentheses D8 plus 4.
The
So
8 is an
8 is
average.
the average damage.
Oh,
8 is
but
the
it also
average, okay.
takes 2d6 psychic damage. Oh, if the attack has
Yeah,
advantage, which it didn't. Never mind.
Yeah, on oh yeah. So I got to roll that just a
No,
second.
it didn't
Sorry.
have. It didn't have advantage.
Oh, it didn't have advantage. Yeah,
No.
you're right. I was
So
thinking
it's just.
the nat 20.
Yeah.
And then on this one was a 4 plus 4, so it's 8.
So
it
total
does
30 damage.
30 damage with its 2 hits.
Nice. That could have been
I would
really
like
bad
to
with
think-
6 hits.
Yeah, seriously. I would like to think that even Damien would be like,
wait a second.
"Oh, I still recognize you, even though you've changed." Maybe, and just goes in and attacks. Damage 2d4, 3 to attack. Stop. Ultimate failure. So never mind. Damien is blown away by what just happened. He tried to attack and completely failed. So I am still.
Yeah, you
It's
still
a
got
nat 1.
yours.
Do you want to do something bad with that?
No. Not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
Yeah.
So
You're still just in the
I'll have recovered from my shock and awe,
Holy cow.
Yeah.
and then I will cast Shatter, technically on the wall
Back
so
behind it,
that-
so you don't catch the 2.
behind him, so that it only hits the whatchamacallit, lich. I was gonna
Okay.
cast lightning bolt, but that's not gonna work.
Yeah, I don't want to hit. Okay, how much did you do with Shatter? Because
Yeah, just a second.
your thing basically ripped off like parts of his arm. He's like missing his jaw, his tongue's hanging out of his mouth like those zombies, and eyes falling out of a socket. He's not.
So he has to make
looking
a
for an
Constitution
undead
14.
thing. For an
Does-
undead.
what's
he's
his
not
con
too
save?
bad. He got a 13.
13? Yes,
So
so
close.
he takes full damage. That's 18 damage.
Yeah.
So he took 30 damage and then another 18 damage from me. So
Nice.
48 in total.
With
Mhm.
that, you
Come on.
see. I guess the shadow. You all
Do
hear
I-
a piercing noise echoing through the door, through the chamber that you're in, and then basically starting at its head, it crumbles into dust. I need Braylor and Coog. You're not close enough, so just Braylor, make a perception check for me.
All right. Perception.
Oh, you need to still make a
is-
perception check.
Oh, that's a nat 20
Nat
perception check right there.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you're crumbling away. You kind of.
Well, I'm crumbling away.
No, not you. Sorry. As the lich is crumbling away,
Okay.
it whispers something.
Mhm.
It's hard to catch. You catch kind of what he's saying as he's saying, because it's in like a broken. You speak. Do you speak? Do you speak Elvish? That would be.
No, I do
Well
not.
then,
I speak common and giant.
hear him whisper something in a broken language that you don't really understand. Then.
That's awkward.
Sadly,
I hear it really well though.
Yes, you heard it pretty well. Yeah.
Do you think I'd be able
He
to
relay it?
reproduce what I heard to someone who
You could probably reproduce a couple words.
Like, couple
'cause,
words? Okay.
Yeah, it's like an ancient Elvish that he speaks, so it's not like
Okay.
an Elvish that you've heard people talk before where you're familiar with
Interesting.
it, but you can kind of pick out, you're like, this kind of sounds like Elvish, so maybe. And you can try
Yeah.
to
So
replicate
I
it
guess
with the
I
D20.
guess which ones are the important words, and I commit them to memory.
Commit to memory.
Got it. Sounds like a plan. I skipped Teagle's turn. Forgot
Yeah.
about that.
I believe he
just
said he's almost
wandering-
here.
Yes, he's
Yeah,
wandering
you said he's on the way, so
past the zombies.
it's not gonna matter.
He moves his.
Even if he sprints or
yeah,
dashes, he's not gonna make
he
it.
was adamant last time that he was just meandering back.
Wait, someone
so-
just added.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What
Hey,
was it?
Alex.
We have our
Alex came.
great gnome
Yeah, he's
has
here.
arrived.
Oh, look at that. Let me fix
Hola.
that because everyone's busy saying funny
Hi.
stuff. Hello, Alec.
Howdy, howdy, howdy.
How are you?
Oh, his red chair is missing.
Doing
I-
fantastic. I saw you were just streaming something. What were you streaming?
What is it? Is it not streaming? Oh, is that
No, like you had something on this.
Oh,
just a
that
second.
was your placeholder, so I could get everything
Oh,
set up
nice.
properly for our background that I made.
Sweet. Well, now I'm
Now
the
you're
placeholder.
here. It's perfect. Yeah, we're all good. I just moved Teagle for you. If there's anything else you wanted to do on your turn, though,
It is your turn.
because yeah, it is now your
It
turn.
is my turn.
Yeah, we just got to it. It was
All
perfect
right.
timing.
Well, how deep are we into everything right now? Are we still fighting these
The
people?
lich just got killed. The dwarf is
Yep.
very close to dying, and the woman is bleeding out on the floor. Some of that blood on Portia's face.
No, I wanted
Nice.
to,
Purposefully.
but you didn't let me.
And Portia enjoys it.
Purposefully.
And Portia
Wow,
enjoys-
Portia, you cannibalistic
Go ahead and
person.
Make a perception check. Smeared on her face, such as football. You know.
Oh, that's
Mm.
it.
She's
Oh,
smeared.
okay.
I'd actually
Yeah,
think more
that's
like
neat.
the Viking down the face, kind of like this.
Yeah, just like
That's
big
fine.
ol'
Okay, at least it wasn't like just all right here for some
Yeah, she
reason.
didn't just scoop up. blood.
All right, well, if you just move me, that's pretty much all Teagle would do. Is probably just be waddling back still because he's still freaked out probably about that weird kraken monster. So
Yeah, that was a
Yeah,
fun
and
one.
we all distinctly remember that you're meandering. You're
You're
not
sneaking
hurrying.
through.
yeah, I'm not actually like running past.
Yeah. I mean, you
Their
can make past the
statues-
zombies no problem because they're pretty much pointless. We found out. Actually, let's see. I want to see if the narrative holds. It does. I rolled a 9, so they have no chance again, pretty much.
Fantastic.
The narrative
Would you look
holds
at that?
that they are the worst, and if that is all you're doing, we can move on to the final bad guy who we have left, Adalor,
It's my turn.
Fantastic.
who will
Oh, it's not my turn. Is it?
you see.
Oh,
he
also,
was-
Teagle's lightning rod now has candy in the middle. So.
Oh yeah, I forgot
Yeah.
you missed that. I that was your fact for the day. You had a compartment that you built into the lightning rod that holds candy so that you can soften it before you eat it because it tastes better soft.
Very good.
And you don't want people to know you have a sweet tooth, so only do it when people aren't looking. So that happened.
Congrats on your new lore.
Because he's on the phone.
Yes.
Congratulations on your new lore.
All right, I totally was on the phone for like 2 seconds
Oh,
because it was my
it's
mom
okay.
on the phone.
It's okay, we understand.
So yes, there's that. Now on to the dwarf. On Portia's turn, he was rumbling through his pockets, distracted. He got shot in the neck. He is bleeding out. He is going to pull from his pocket a potion. It is a very deep, vibrant red color for anyone who can see it. And he's going to unstopper it and drink the whole thing. And then he pulls the arrow out of his neck, and the blood starts to flow out of it violently because it had pierced probably an artery. And then from his pocket, he pulls a dagger out and runs it across his throat.
Oh gosh.
Dang.
Yeah, bro, chill.
Yes, he begins to bleed out on the ground, dying. That's what he does on his turn.
That's not great. I don't think that's a good sign.
Yeah, I don't think that's a good thing. Coop
Yeah.
casts Healing hands.
Okay.
Thorns just
Um,
oh, nice. One less thing to worry about.
Oh, also, you missed the massive monstrosity that became from one of Koog's wolves. Thanks to 12
Polymorph.
Polymorph. Polymorph, the great,
Is,
wondrous spell.
is it a
Wizard
skeleton
uses.
with like 6 hands or something?
It's
Yeah,
like an
so
amalgam
like a
of
big, nasty
grossness.
looking skeleton with 6 arms.
I think you guys have
Skeleton.
gotten more entertaining things within the matter of an hour than we have in the last. I don't know, 10
Ouch!
minutes.
Ouch!
That's kind of joke.
Ouch! Jeez.
We're
No,
still
I'm
going to
joking.
be in initiative.
No, I like the
Why you
blind.
gotta do us like
Just
this?
so you all, I
Why you
mean,
gotta do
the
us like
the
this?
island was pretty intense. So
No, I fell asleep a couple
Anyway,
times, guys.
that's true.
Remember?
You have.
So,
So
I actually
Amy,
really like
Amy
it.
for one
Yeah.
was bored. But
also.
anyway,
Really
moving
tired.
on to the top of the initiative with Portia. But prior to that, we will have some stuff happening thanks to the blazing heat that is going on.
All right.
You all start to feel a very large rumbling in the entirety of the building. You hear cracking and, boards groaning,
Here.
bricks
here.
falling. And I forgot to pull up. I need the rooms. I need the rooms. Where did you go, rooms?
Love the frantic flipping of pages. I feel that so much. DMing.
18. Okay. Anything above an 18 will be 2.
And it's impressive that you printed out all of this stuff, since
Yeah,
you
I
made it
know, right?
all
Since I made it
completely.
up, and I also did
Very
artwork.
successful.
Yeah, I got
Wow.
I got it all printed out like professionally too. So
That's pretty great.
I know. I try.
That's awesome.
Teagle, you specifically, all the rest of you in the far room hear a very, not super far off, but in a distant spot of the laboratory, you hear crumbling and cracking of stones falling and ice breaking away. Teagle, it is much, much closer to you. You watch as a section of wall in front of you, by the door, breaks away, the ice underneath it having melted enough that it is no longer able to support the weight of the building on top of it. It crumbles into the ocean and sinks down into the ground below. You start to see cracks
Which front are we
inching out
talking about?
the way towards the entrance to the building. So that would be here. Where's my...
So that wall broke, not the door.
So yeah, it's probably about this has broken away, kind of thing. This whole section over here has
Fantastic.
broken and is sinking into the depths of the ocean below. The ice sheets
Dang.
breaking underneath the building. The area around it is starting to spider web with cracks in the stonework. The floor as well is starting to crack. It looks like it is fairly weak now there. And the pathway to the door is a little bit more treacherous. The zombies take note of this, and I would say that they have a heightened perception now of what might be happening in this hall.
Bro.
So, bad luck there with the dice rolls for Teagle. Portia, it is on to
Dang.
you.
So you said a dwarf.
Isn't there like a group of people that are in cages right here too?
There is in the back of the room. I'll draw that. It's got like an entrance that's this much here. Ignore the water, and then it's just this small little area right here that would be cages.
Okay.
All of the wall, and then that area there is all cages with. It's probably got like 15 people in there, all crowded
Jeez.
in. Yeah, he doesn't care about space. He just crowds them in there. They all look very malnourished and cold.
Yeah.
Most of them just wearing like rough skin tunic type stuff.
That isn't good. I
Yes.
don't like that.
Portia, we need to stay in initiative. And yes, the dwarf slit his own throat, and his blood is pooling at his feet currently.
Okay, so he drank the red potion or no?
He drank a red potion and then slit his throat.
It's already gone.
Yes.
Okay, so I have this power called rejuvenating aura.
You do have that.
Enters the bodies of your companion, mending their wounds and curing them of their ailments.
You do have that. That requires a short
Specifically
rest.
says companions, though.
And it is
Mhm.
companions, who he is not.
I can't make him my companion.
No, he is not an ally.
I'm sure.
in the
I'm sure
slightest.
Portia could make him quick friends with a corpse of a dwarf.
Probably.
Yeah.
Does anyone have
Also-
speak with the dead?
He also killed himself, so
Yeah.
that kind of makes him my companion.
And I don't
What?
know about that. I don't know about
That's-
that. That doesn't necessarily have to help you.
Yeah.
Although, I mean, he was obviously doing it out of a kindness.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah,
obvious.
obviously.
Because he
It
just
was-
recognized our superior moral position.
It's like,
He
you guys
figured might as
have
well
it right
help
here.
someone.
You know what I've done.
That's
So
it.
I don't
That's
want to
it,
heal
yeah.
him, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay, alright, so I'm not going to heal him then.
That was kind of
Well,
like a. That was kind of like a. He was paying for his sins. He just.
But what was the red stuff? That's my whole point.
The potion? I don't know. I mean, health potions are red.
Yeah. Who can tell?
Maybe
No
he
one.
didn't. He
Why
didn't have
would
enough
he
HP
drink a
Hold on.
left
health
to kill
potion
himself.
And then slit his
Raylor is proficient in brewer's supplies.
Oh.
Maybe I might be able to recognize what that potion was.
How many potions has Braylor made in his life?
Thousands.
Wow,
thousand.
that's useful information.
No, he probably just ran the bar for the Rangers because no one else could do it.
His brewer skills all come from brewing alcoholic beverages. Anyway,
Yeah, that
Portia,
probably- that
what
sounds
would you
about
like
right.
to do?
Okay, let me look at the map. Where am I? Right there at the door still?
As a reminder, you guys initially came to this building not to slay a lich and his companions, but to search for a cure
Yeah.
to an ailment
Indeed.
that is killing people.
I was going to
specifically
ask that
Portia's.
earlier if we ever found any antidote.
No,
Not
Well,
quite yet.
that's my
Didn't
point.
we?
I want to know what the thing. I can't run an
no one found an
investigation.
antidote.
That's why
You
we
found
kept
some
one alive.
vials, Yeah.
We did keep one alive.
That's actually, I forgot to roll her a death saving throw, which will continue. Portia.
Okay, well, there's some prisoners in there. There's no more bad guys in there. I can't run an investigation check for that.
Oh,
that
Portia.
here.
I need you to roll a perception check that could lead into a sickening revelation.
I don't want to do that.
You need to. I'm sorry.
It's not great.
Well, I know what I want to do next.
You could go insane because you understand the old ones.
Yeah, I mean, maybe not the old ones, but insanity is very, very, very prevalent.
Okay, well, I'm not. I'm
Speaking
running
of that-
anything. Wait, what am I running?
A perception check.
Hold on. Does anyone need to be healed?
I do.
I do.
Yeah.
I do. Me.
We're just gonna throw around a bunch of heals.
All of
I
us,
think.
please.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I almost got one. Okay, 16.
16?
Yeah.
Well, that is enough. That's enough for me to say that
I'm
this
safe.
is not how I really wanted this to go. But that happens a lot to DMs. Portia.
Yeah.
As you reach down to dip your fingers in the blood of the woman that you cut the arm off,
Knew it.
you happen to notice on her now pale face, kind of on the jawbone, kind of reaching around, there is an intricate pattern of a flower that reaches around to the back of the jaw, and then thorns kind of go down her neck. You recognize this quickly thanks to some stories of your uncle that he's told you of your missing mother.
I didn't kill her though.
I know that. And you now know that at least this woman either is your mom or was very great friends with your mom to get a matching tattoo.
Wow, you killed your mom.
Yeah.
I didn't
I
kill
can't
her. She's not
She's
dead
not
yet.
you
I
killed your
know
mom.
Uh-huh.
That is so sad.
Weapons grade ooftonium.
Right. Well, during my turn, I'm gonna try to heal her Good.
I didn't expect everyone to kill her so fast.
That's how it goes.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
You have
when
a very important NPC. They just die immediately.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Before I can even reveal who it is.
Okay, so I'm gonna use rejuvenating aura now.
That's not quite gonna work because
Why?
I can heal her on Braylor's
need a
turn.
short
Braylor will
rest,
be able to heal her.
but there is healing that can happen. So
Mhm. As long as we get out the prisoners, we will take this this woman as well. So I can heal her on my turn, I guess.
Okay. Well, this is really sad. Well, Portia
not sad
obviously
yet.
notices this, and the blood that is on her
Not sad
face
yet.
has tears running down the blood, so now it looks like a little drippy.
Mhm.
She wipes it off.
And just like
quickly.
Phoenix tears, Earth Genasi tears can regrow limbs.
yes,
Actually, fun
yes,
fact.
they can.
You cut her freaking arm off.
You did. That's why last session I told you.
Listen.
I mean, if you really want to.
Right, but listen, Portia was going in there, and they were already attacking
Yeah,
her.
everyone was being
So,
attacked.
it's
So I
only-
mean, it makes sense.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have put her in a situation to be ganged up on
All right, enough
so
of
quickly.
this. Enough of
We're
this.
good. Portia, what do you want to do on your turn with the realization that you have just cut off your mother's arm and possibly killed her?
I want to get her out of there. Can I pick her
You
up?
can pick her up, yes.
And can I like hold a cloth to her wound?
Yeah, you can wrap
And-
her severed arm up.
And can I yell, help like this? Help! Like
Yes, you can.
That's
That's all you're doing?
Well, I don't know what else is there. I'm gonna
That's
clean
okay.
off the blood off her face,
Um,
obviously.
12 thorns. It is now your turn.
And I feel bad now.
Well, how visibly and audibly distraught was Portia?
Pretty distraught for Portia.
I'm gonna make my- I'm gonna make an inside check that he shouldn't go and stab this woman.
Okay.
Oh, gosh.
Oh my.
Oh man, 12 thorns is just so
He does a really good job playing his
yeah,
Yeah.
he does. It's just he doesn't have any. Yeah, it makes so
Yeah.
much sense.
Yeah,
that's
this
right.
this lady's a bad guy.
Oh my gosh.
Oh
Is
no.
anyone else still standing and attacking?
No, no one else is standing and attacking.
That one was specifically, though, it was taken down as a prisoner, like we had.
Yeah,
Explains
that one
that.
definitely was.
That was audibly said.
It was stated. I guess.
We thought we
They
knew
said
she was
don't
a prisoner.
kill her. Well, they said don't kill her, and then you said okay, I'm just gonna cut her arm off.
You said
Yeah,
kill her.
that happened.
Yeah, so just don't kill her. Then you cut her arm off, and she started bleeding out on the ground. So
Now,
I
we
will
have
say
established
she's-
in the past that 12 Thorns does kill prisoners.
yes, we have. It's happened.
Never mind then.
Oh god.
Um,
What is your insight? What do you get?
I got a 14, so I guess I did. I got good enough that I probably get the vibe I shouldn't kill her.
Yes, you start walking
Just
over
slowly.
with your sword drawn and see Portia cradling your enemy head in her arms, tears pouring down her face, and she's just like holding her head up close to her chest, moaning out help.
It's more like a moaning out.
Portia, what's wrong? Is this your mom or something?
Oh,
Why
god.
are you crying?
It's actually
Why?
unnecessary.
Right.
I'm just gonna weep. That's it.
12
Yeah.
thorns. Anything
Yeah.
else you'd like to do on your turn?
I'm gonna reach down. I'm gonna crouch down next to Portia and the woman, and
Mm.
just stare. I have no idea what's going on, so I just want to get a closer look.
Just educating yourself on this situation
Yeah.
you've not been in.
Yeah, just like, oh, this
It's a
seems
new one.
interesting.
Huh,
Let me take a
this
look.
is
See.
new. It's a
Very
new
cat-like
for-
thing to do.
for 12 thorns.
Yeah, that really is a really cat like thing though. They just stare at you.
Portia is now over. Oh,
Down
no,
to
I'm
the
not
Portia.
drunk.
So how's your day been?
Dang, that's rough, dude.
Portia's over there now. Okay, Teagle.
Yeah, I'm not doing much.
It's
Teagle.
my turn.
It is.
Jay.
I skipped you last time
Indeed.
because I wasn't sure what I was going
I
to
do.
do. So,
Fair enough. Well, now that thing's broken in front of me, and you said that the zombies do see me, or that they have to check again to
you'd
see
have
me?
to probably try to sneak a little bit. You probably noticed that they started looking around when the hallway fell apart, but they don't
Okay.
see you.
I wanna try and sneak again then.
With their
And I wanna try and
notoriety,
get past this guy.
yeah, they got a 10. So, I mean,
They got it.
Nice. All right, that's great.
Nice.
Well then, after seeing that thing shatter right in that area, Eagle's actually going to run this time, even though he doesn't run very fast 'cause he's got his little stubby legs. He's gonna take off trying to go this direction. So, holy crap! What is my speed again? 25. Look
So
at me
you got
go! I'm
50.
so cool.
50 if you run.
No, don't do that. I know her.
30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Okay, he'll be right there.
I don't know why Teagle's not moving
Give it to
on my
her.
map.
Why can't you just give her it?
Sorry, I'm trying to think.
Let's see if that moved or not. I don't know.
For me, on
I mean,
my
for on
D&D.
my normal map, it's moving, but on the stream map, Teagle's not moving for some reason.
Is it frozen on the stream?
No.
Are we frozen on the stream?
Is our stream frozen?
And by not
That'd be a
moving,
good
I
thing to know.
actually would have to say Teagle has completely vanished from the stream map.
He's
What?
not there anymore.
That's
Why
That's
can't
not
I
great.
see you anywhere?
You got
I'm so
He
confused.
pieced out.
well. He might have moved out of the frame from the stream map.
Yeah, I moved it around
No.
so I can see. Let me try moving Teagle and see if it changes anything. It doesn't. What the heck is going on here? Oh, you know what? Maybe you're on my DM overlay. That is a possibility. What layer
Yeah, but
are you on?
then we wouldn't be able to see it.
Oh, that's true. Then you guys wouldn't be able to see it. Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, you're on token layer.
Not great.
Maybe I'll move you to
I'm just
my layer
freaking
and then back.
What? Okay.
Oh,
Teagle
I'm
just
so
phasing
confused.
through dimensions right now.
Pasting through dimensions.
Just,
Back to
just
token
yeah, I
layer.
don't know how I got here, but I'm here. So,
There we go.
Yep.
Yeah, he just
Um,
Teagle just reappeared on my map.
yeah, but he's
So-
still not on the stream map. I guess
Dang.
Wow.
Firefox hates you because everyone else is moving how they're supposed to be.
Dang. that's-
Anyway, for the stream, so you guys know, Teagle is right up here in this spot there. Just so everyone knows, he's right up here.
that's his eye. I am obviously right there.
Okay.
Kiss me.
visible because the bad guys can't see it.
Braylor.
You're right. So Braylor's gonna have to make a decision between saving, or going over and healing Portia's mom, or trying to free the people before everything burns down.
Remember, there is also the pressing matter of a cure.
Yes, and that as well.
He's right there next to the
thoughts.
cages, so just like give me an eye, and I got it.
Okay. Yeah, we'll do our secret code for go get the people out of the cages. Um,
A 5-minute long hand gesturing. You guys know
it's not
you're
efficient
speaking
at
in,
all, but
In the
It's
meantime,
a-
everyone burns to death.
speaking
it's-
in
it's
GT
a
sign
sign language for giants.
Yeah.
That ultimately
GT
me
sign
could know.
language.
Giant SL.
Yeah.
GSL.
I'm gonna make my way over to Portia and Portia's alleged mom, but I want to do a perception check on the way to see if I can see anything that might be a cure. Potentially.
You see a couple potions, and with your brewer's background, you know none of them will taste good in an alcoholic beverage.
So
you
yeah,
roll a perception
Braylor was
check
just
for
a
me to see.
barista. Not a barista.
Bartender.
What is it?
Whatever they're
Bartender.
called. Fancy word for a bartender. Is there one?
Yeah. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
You can roll
yeah,
a
that's
perception
what.
check for me.
Okay.
An alcoholic.
That's another natural 20 on my
Wow,
perception.
what are you doing? This is crazy.
I can take a picture for you if you want.
No, that's perfectly fine. I don't care. I trust you guys. I trust everyone in
Okay.
this world too much. But that's okay.
Why do you look at me like that?
Because you always tell me that I trust people too much. So,
Oh, I
Mm.
do.
It was a very solid natural 20. It just fell right
So-
into place. That was
the
satisfying.
beautiful Nat 20. He
hmm
sees a lot of potions. Most of them kind of look similar to Frigid Woe. I mean, to the Frigid Woe potion that you
Yeah.
guys have seen. You've
Mhm.
seen it before. It's this nice, vibrant blue liquid that's in a bottle. There's varying sizes of bottles on your way over. There's varying hues of blue, sometimes reaching into kind of a teal. But most of them look similar to what you have seen before for the thing that applies the curse. Nothing that seems out of the ordinary. That would be potion. That would be Curie. Curie. Madam Curie.
I still think the dwarf.
Curie.
I mean, okay.
Gracious.
Braylor, then I'm going to go over to Portia's mom and gently try and like push her out of the way and be like, I will heal her. I need some space though. Gently like try and push her out of the way.
Yeah, Portia's gonna drop her like this and just like get on her knees and just like fall to the ground a little bit.
Okay.
She's
I'm going to use my lay on hands and just heal her for 5 HP. But if she comes to, Braylor will just be like looming over her and like staring down directly into her eyes.
Wow.
Does she wake up?
So you
Just do like a 50-50.
use the lay on
Toss.
hands
I'll do
on
a
her,
toss for you.
and
Yeah.
you use the lay on hands on her,
Here.
and it seems to be sinking in a little bit. You kind of see some color start to appear back on her face. Her eyes become more vibrant before, after a moment, they fade back to a dead stare, and the face pales again.
I will say,
Slowly.
using 5, I could restore either cure a disease, neutralize a poison, or restore 5 HP.
I would say that having healed people and having a disposition for wanting to make sure everyone is well and hating death, you would know that this kind of a reaction from your spell is she died very recently. And the fact that she was so close to life means that your spells were showing you that you were this close to being able to save one more person in life. But are unable to do
You
so as it
killed
has
her?
left her.
Dang.
Braylor is going to. I mean, he has the Cloak of Wondrous items on still. And I believe there's just something I can pull out that's like a sheet. I don't know. I didn't look recently, but.
I would say that I don't know what Braylor would do in this kind of moment, but you would have a brief moment when the vibrancy is clearing back into her before it starts to pale, that you would recognize this as her being dead, and you would possibly have a chance to hide the fact that she's died if you really wanted to. But that's up to Braylor.
You mean-
I don't know how Braylor.
What do you mean hide the fact that she died?
So, well, I mean, it's up to you. So with the vibrancy entering back into her body, you would be able to recognize it before it comes back out of her, showing you that she is definitely dead. You'd be able to have a moment where it looked like she was coming back to life, possibly to unconsciousness, prior to her then fully being considered dead, I guess you could say. But
So if I did more healing, would that like
no.
make her stabilize, or it's just okay?
She had
Braylor
death
is
saves,
going
did
to
not work.
look at Portia, and He'll just say, "She has died of her wounds. There's nothing I can do for her." This isn't his
That's
voice.
so bad.
Hold on.
She died of her wounds that Portia inflicted.
I
You
believe.
killed your mom.
Yeah.
GG.
I'm sorry. This is beyond me now. So.
Oh, actually, hold on.
Do you have Revivify?
I do have Revivify.
Do If
No
only
way.
someone had a powerful Revivify spell, I could do something, but not now. I'm sorry.
Do you have the material components for
That's
Revivify,
true.
though?
Yeah, hold on.
It's
Someone
like
has a
diamond's
diamond.
worth 1,000 gold points. I have a diamond.
Diamond's
Yeah.
worth 300.
Oh, I have a
Amongst all the
diamond.
Sims.
I have a diamond.
Someone has a
I have a
diamond.
diamond in.
Yeah, he's definitely got a diamond.
Braylor
So
has a diamond.
I would say that after I've stopped, like, after I've got people at least unlocked the gates, I would be over there just to see what's going on. And then it's gonna dawn on me and be like, hey, does anyone have a diamond worth
I
like
think
300 gold?
So with Coog, your turn is next. So I think that this would play out. Braylor walks over, tries to heal. He has the conversation, letting Portia know that she's succumbed to her injuries, and there's nothing that he can do with the spells he currently has. That they would need a more powerful magic, a different kind of magic to bring back the dead. And right as he was saying that, Coog walks in on the conversation with a
I got this.
I can do
Easy.
that.
That's easy.
I'm not gonna lie.
And I was just like,
Portia's
so I'm just gonna hit Braylor and be like, you got a diamond on you?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes, I
That
do.
one shot.
Oh. Yeah.
And,
You did tell me
okay.
that on D&D Beyond, the diamond is listed as worth 5,000 gold
Yes,
points.
it is a lot.
Oh, balls.
So, yeah. But I also have 3 rubies that are equally as valuable. So,
I think that
It would have to be a diamond. It just says a diamond. I don't know.
it's worth
I
at
use
least
ruby?
300.
yeah, I mean, I'd give it to him for sure. Braylor
It's
wouldn't.
5,000 gold to us.
It was a
Braylor's
big.
got a lot more.
Hi.
Braylor has a lot more.
Braylor has 3 rubies as well that are each worth 5,000. And then he had
Yeah,
one diamond.
so
Wait,
we're
they're
good.
each worth 5,000.
That's what it's listed on in my thing.
That's a
So.
big.
I'm going to have to
big
edit
ruby.
that a little bit.
And then I
That's
also
big,
have
big, expensive.
stuff in my robe of useful items that is
Yes,
just
you have a
gems
lot
as
of
well,
gold.
I believe. So, yeah.
Braylor has
Braylor's
a lot
fine.
of gold.
I
He's
thought I had
he's
a
loaded.
tiara, didn't I?
You do.
So, all right. So if Coog walks up and he's like, "Do we want her back?" And then he says, "I need a
think
diamond."
so. I'm pretty sure that Portia thinks this is her mom. So let's do it.
Okay. So, all right, he'll give me the diamond.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
Okay.
Braylor,
I have the
you
diamond,
begin
and
to
I
pull
cast-
the diamond out of your pocket. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw for me, please.
Oh my gosh.
Me to make a wisdom
Yeah,
save?
I
Do
do.
not want her in this, do you?
I do want
on.
her, but it's just things that have happened in the past. That this is
That
this
is a
the
19.
Worst. Okay, we're good. You're fine. You
10 plus
start
9.
you start handing it away.
Don't ever
for,
try and make me fail a wisdom
for a
save.
moment. You
Yeah.
see it, and it's almost too precious to give away. It's almost something that you have to keep forever, but you're able to know what
Is
it's
it
being
cursed?
used for, and you
What
are
the
able to
heck?
hand it to Kook.
That's all right. I will have to talk about that with my therapist later on.
Yeah.
I would say to avoid another wisdom saving throw, you don't hand it to Koog. You set it on the dead woman's chest
All right.
as a piece
Oh my
of the
gosh.
spell component to be burnt. Not literally burnt, but
Like,
used.
Portia's shocked. I'm shocked.
Yeah, that makes
I don't
sense.
know
So,
words.
Just I don't want to have you roll a wisdom saving throw as you're trying to use it, so we're gonna do that.
all right. So
It is good.
Coog casts.
Revivify.
Coog like touches the diamond, touches the girl, casts Revivify, and yeah, they are now back with 1 hit point.
Wait, you touched the diamond? I'm kidding.
It
It's a 2.
just says it needs to consume the
you're fine.
diamond,
Yeah.
so I would assume that I need the diamond.
No,
No,
you
yeah.
I
have
will
to
touch
eat it.
the
You're
diamond,
good.
and I'm also touching her.
It
just
says
says,
consume. You
touch
have
a
to eat it.
creature.
Just kidding.
All right,
So-
whatever.
You
Oh,
Yeah.
it didn't work the first time. Consume
You
the diamond.
watch.
Okay, cool.
as Coog kind of stretches his hand out, puts it over the diamond, and then begins to play a soft, melodic composition on his ocarina. The diamond
Nice.
begins to dissolve itself and kind of be absorbed into the skin of the dead woman. After a brief moment and Coog ending with a beautiful ending note.
I need to
it
make a
fades
performance
off.
roll.
Nah, you know what you're doing with
I
your
think-
spells.
I kinda
It
think-
fades off, and you guys are left in an awe of this beautiful ceremony kind of thing that's outfolded in front of you guys. And then, after a brief moment of silence, you do hear this woman take a long-awaited gasp for breath. Still unconscious. Well, actually, yeah, we'll say she's still unconscious, but now breathing. The wound covered. She's no longer bleeding out. But she is alive.
Where is the cure?
Why were you gonna kill her off?
So last game when she got
Did you
downed,
do her death saves?
I did. I rolled a nat 1 last time, and I was like, oh
Oh,
my
no.
goodness. Saffron is going to die next session if they can't end this thing before her turn. And then this time
That's-
I rolled a 2 right before you. I
Oh,
rolled a 2
no.
on her turn. So you guys killed the Lich.
Rip.
It got
Balls.
to her turn, and it's a 2. So,
Balls.
That's unfortunate.
yeah. She got really bad death
Okay.
saves. It's the way the die roll. That's what we got to do. Luckily, we had a
Good thing
diamond
we have
and we had
Revivify. Yeah, look at
Oh my
that.
gosh,
I
that's so
used
funny
her
now.
blood and put it on my
Yeah,
face.
you rubbed your mother's blood on your face
God, I killed her.
Ooh,
after cutting her arm
I
off.
killed
yeah,
you.
Holy cow!
And then I
Portia.
celebrated it, and then I was sad,
That's what you get
and then
for
you were
never having
gone,
seen your
and now
mother
you're back.
ever.
I'm just not gonna touch her. I'm just gonna be like this and shaking a little bit. I'm just explaining Portia's point of view. She was on her knees, really clenched. She just does not. She is like not there. Literally, she's a blank.
Okay,
slate.
I need more background context. So I've opened the cages. What are they doing?
So going over to the cages, you guys are still in death saves. None of you.
Who's in death saves?
I mean, not death saves. Initiative. Sorry, my bad. I'm just.
Okay.
That was
You
a
all
lot
died
for me because
now.
I wrote a
You all
lot in my
died.
head of Saffron, living. So the fact that she died, I was like,
Wait, but she's alive again, isn't
yeah,
she?
she's alive again.
She's
So I'm
alive.
feeling a lot better, but my brain's still in this death mode.
Yeah, well, so is Portia.
Yeah.
Anyway, running
My
over to the
brain is still in
cages,
this
Coog,
death.
after that, you have, 5, 10, 15, 20. You wouldn't have enough to get back over. If you meandered to them, you wouldn't be able to get
All right, I'll start meandering back. That's fine.
Okay, so you are headed back. Not quite
Just
there
mosey
yet.
on back.
We move back to the top of the initiative with Portia.
No, we forgot Teagle.
No, Teagle went before Braylor. It's
Yeah.
just he doesn't have much to do, so it was very.
I just
difficult.
went though. I thought, and then it was Braylor, and then
Just
Braylor.
strolling.
No,
I can just
photos.
imagine this whole scenario. Teagle just like walks in the room, and be like, "Hey, what'd I miss?"
Right? Teagle's gonna have it.
And this goes to-
Wait, did 12 Thorns have a turn?
12 Thorns had a turn.
Oh, right.
Mm-hmm.
It is now your turn.
So Portia's gonna stare at her mom
Dad.
and go like this, and just like with her both hands. Sorry, I'm only a baby, and just be like backing off like this, and then like pouring. Her face is like, and there's like tears. She doesn't know what to think, so she kind of is running away because she feels ashamed.
Yeah, that she cut her
killed
mom's arm off.
and killed her, and then revived her.
All you had to do was make a perception check and then an insight check before you attacked her, and that's
How was I? I
mean,
was
seriously.
They were already attacking her.
just
Portia
every
was seeing
NPC
red at that moment. There
Yeah,
was
right.
there was never going to be an inside check.
Yeah, plus she's kind of going crazy at this point. Remember, she's at depression, so she was at her low. Anyways, where are the prisoners? Are there?
The prisoners are in the
inside?
back of the room by
Are those in-
Coog.
Anyone set them free?
No one has set them free.
I'm getting there.
I'm rolling an inside check to make sure they're nice.
You're going to the prisoners and checking on them?
Well,
Yes.
what am I supposed to do?
Yeah, so roll a perception check
Can
for
I
me.
heal my mom now?
Do you have any kind of healing?
I
Abilities?
thought I had the rejuvenate.
I can heal her.
That is for the short rest. You can start a short rest if everyone
And
else
Raylar
wants to
can
do a
heal
short
her.
rest.
I thought
And,
everything was
the
crumbling
crumbling
around us.
building. Thanks for reminding me of that. Let me roll real quick.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's still crumbling. And that's not a place you guys wanted to crumble at. You guys all hear crumbling. Oh my gosh. Teagle.
No.
Not quite in your room.
Hey, he's back.
He is. You're on the map again. Not quite
Am
in
I
your room
really?
this time. In the front, this corner over here. I can't draw on this screen for some reason. Over here, some of the door, you see a hole open up here where the ice is broken away, and this big chunk of building and ice falls down into the abyss of ocean beneath the ice sheets.
Did we see?
This building wants to crumble
Wait.
around Teagle.
Can they see this on the stream?
Yep.
So
Okay.
that's fallen.
We'll get to that. Yep, Portia. The prisoners, though, you guys, you just hear crumbling off somewhere else in the building of, falling stones and cracking ice. And you always hear the groaning sounds of ice wanting to give away beneath you. Portia, roll a perception check for me. Insight if you'd like. I guess you can do both of them. I'll let you do them both. Because, I'm like that. I hope everyone can hear us. I never checked.
Insight is
I did.
10.
Right.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Perception
Yeah, they could hear us.
That's good. I'm glad.
And perception is 19 plus 1, 20. Okay.
20, 19, and 20 is what you got.
No, I got 10, and then 19
Oh,
plus 1
insight?
is 20. Insight is 10.
And perception is 20.
20.
Okay, the insight, they're starving prisoners who are freezing cold, locked in a cell. So they look as friendly as prisoners can look. So,
So they're fine.
Yeah.
They don't seem.
and then for your perception check, you do notice that a handful of them, there's 2 who are up close to you, and there's 3 back further in the cages, that they have very large throbbing blue veins running all the way up their arms and up their neck. And you
Okay.
see with the 20, there's a couple more of them in there. There's 2 or 3 of them. They don't have the protruding veins that these ones had. Their veins are blue, but they're sunken down into their skin. There you can see them kind of through the skin, and their eyes are just a glowing, vibrant blue color. There's 3 that you see with that.
I'm sure that's normal.
And then there's, how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Don't make
8.
eye contact
rest
or we'll
are
pretend it
pretty
doesn't
normal.
happen.
The rest of them
Yeah.
are normal. They don't
Okay,
seem like they've been tested on.
I just want to make
Experiments.
Saffron as safe as sound. Can I release them and walk towards Saffron
You
and
are-
start running out of the building?
Yeah, so you can look at the bars and see that it is a locked prison cell with a key spot. If you'd like to try to break it down, you can. I just need you to make a strength check for me.
Hammer. You have a sledgehammer.
You do have a
I
hammer.
do have a sledgehammer.
If you'd like to use the hammer, you can feel free to do that. Attack it. Make an attack roll with your hammer.
You want me to do an attack roll on my hammer?
Yep.
Okay.
It looks like it's pretty old bars. They're iron bars still, but they seem like they've been there for ages.
You could break that.
26.
Easy.
To hit,
Yeah.
how much
Yeah.
damage do you do?
Damage or... What does this mean when there's 2 slots?
One's if you're two-handing it, the other's if you're one-handing. So you're going to do two-handed the bottom one.
The bottom one
Yeah,
it
do
is?
the two.
Growl at me. She came back to life.
Okay, 8.
8 damage. Yeah, so you slam it. It caves inward quite a bit. It doesn't look like it's gonna break, and for a second you're like, so you like grab onto the bar, and then it slides open. And you're like, oh, okay. And the prisoners are free. None of them jump you like they're any kind of plant or anything. They just walk out of the room, and they are definitely very, very sick and cold and dying.
Oh gosh, I'm tired of dying people.
Yeah, me too. Anyway, next on to 12 thorns. What would you like to do? Please don't stab the recently revived Saffron. I would be quite sad.
Please.
Wait, am I not after Portia?
No, you have to 12 thorns. Right before Braylor.
Oh, nice.
No.
Do any of you know how to find the thing we're looking for?
We are working on that. Right? Oh, wait, never mind. You weren't asking us. You were asking them. I take it back. Continue.
No, I'm asking you guys.
Oh, never mind. Yes.
That's an interesting.
Because I don't know
I mean-
what's going on, so I don't think you want me mucking about with potions. So I'm going to go back and take a nap.
No. Stay here with us.
I've already walked out.
12 thorns.
All right. Whatever.
He will.
Walking
He'll
out of that
do a
room,
typical cat thing and just ignore anything said to him and walk away.
you do see there is the one room that no one has gone into as of yet. As you open this door, there is a closed door right in front of it. So, I mean, just giving you the information there.
What about
there's
one
probably
door
there's
with
probably
the
nothing
thing
in there.
inside of
I mean,
it?
there's probably nothing.
Yeah, there's probably nothing in
I
that
would
room.
just
I
go
think it's
take a
fine. We can just...
Well, with a hint that subtle,
I wasn't hinting at anything. No, nothing at all.
We would never presume
Yeah,
that you would.
I wouldn't. I promise.
sure, I'm going to take a look in there. It's more helpful than anything else I can do with potions.
Curiosity killed the cat.
I'm just going to go over and open the door.
3 krakens and 2
Close the
iron
door.
golems. It's crumbling, as you can see on the map, but it seems to be a storage facility. There is a lot of sealed chests in here, and it's actually the entire place is hot now, so never mind. Everything is hot, so yeah.
Right.
This room isn't any hotter than the rest of them anymore because of the devastation orb of fire that shouldn't have been set off. But that room seems to be a storage facility.
Well, loot is slightly more interesting than a nap, so I'm going to take a look-see, see if I can find anything fun.
Okay, make a perception check, and then we'll get to what you find on your next turn.
Yeah.
Teagle.
Well, now that I've seen the
facility
building
is
fall
crumbling
right where I was at, and then this building fall right next to me in the corner right there, he's going to say, well, hopefully they've made it outside by now, and he's going to go out the front door.
Sucker.
Basically, yeah. I mean, he hasn't seen anybody in,
It's been
half
a
an
while.
hour?
Yeah.
Maybe an
Read
hour?
what was the stuff that Tiggle found when he was over in the other rooms?
A scroll
I found a
case.
scroll of
Oh,
something.
yes.
I didn't find no antidotes, though, as far as I
Nice.
know. Sorry.
Okay. When you head outside,
But he's juicing out.
when you open the outside door, you do not see any of your companions out there currently.
Right.
But you are free to wait.
They left me. You hoes.
The crumbling facility
Good
scared
luck.
them away.
He's gonna come chill out here for a little bit and probably pop open that scroll. Well, look around probably first and make sure no one's just kind of chilling there waiting for him. And then open
There
the scroll.
is no one chilling there waiting for you.
And yeah, crack open that bad boy at some point and see what I got going on.
Okay. That I will let you know what is in it on your next turn as well. So we move on to
And-
Gregor.
All right. Braylor is going to go over and any of the people who seem to be in serious physical condition, he'll try and do lay on hands. Obviously,
I heal
those
thee, I
who
heal thee, I heal thee, I heal
have
thee.
frigid woe, he can't do anything. But like if anyone looks sick or
I can make him feel
like
better.
wounded, yeah.
Okay. Going up to inspect each person in your party, I would like you to roll a perception check for me, please. Braylor.
Okay,
Oh,
come on, another nat
one of
20.
us.
Yeah, right?
No, 15 perception.
So Portia, she doesn't look that bad. Braylor, I mean, Boo, he's also not that bad. You guys took the least of the damage in this one, based on what I have at least here.
Yeah.
What you do notice when you get to Boo, if I'm correct,
His name is
let me
Coog.
see. Coog, yes. Let me check my notes real quick to make sure it is Coog and not Portia. It is Coog. You look at Coog. He seems perfectly normal at first. Then you notice kind of around his fingertips, the hair, very
My furry
white, has a
fingertips.
very subtle hint of bluish hues around his hands that seem
Braylor has learned
seems
his
like his
lesson, and he will note that, but not say it out loud.
hair is dyed bluish. And as you are noting this, kind of looking at it a little bit, staring for a second, you start to kind of notice your own hands a bit. And underneath the fingernails, back by the cuticles,
Cuticles.
your fingers are starting to look a little bit blue. You know it's not from
I'm
cold
blue,
because you're good with
dabba-dee,
cold.
The two guys with
dabba-da.
cold resistance
But-
get frigid woe.
Your fingers are kind of turning a bluish hue around the fingernails.
So I will say, I do have a thing that just says I am immune to disease. So if it's a
Yes.
disease, then it's like a curse sort of deal. Then never mind. But Braylor will note that with equal brevity
Um,
and move on to the people who were trapped
yes,
as well.
you'd probably be able to take into account the fact that you had heard. Oh, I didn't tell you. I told you guys this in Discord, but the people on the stream didn't know this.
Mhm.
The Lich was supposed to be saying stuff about Frigid Bow the entire time. I just didn't think of it. Sorry.
That's right.
So you guys would have heard him talking about him making a disease that would kill the gods. So it's got to be pretty
You
powerful.
Okay.
did say that actually.
Sick.
If I move my eyebrows
So
down,
you guys would have
Right.
heard him saying that to you guys during the fight last time. So
And
keep that in
he
mind.
he's making a disease to kill gods and testing it on humans. I don't
Yes.
know. I don't know how that correlates. That's not a great
Clearly, he's
test.
a poor scientist.
Yeah,
Just like animal
that's-
testing here, when they test things on mice.
Mhm.
Really?
does anyone see changes in my body since I move my eyebrows up? Ryder?
Yeah, so that's what you get. No one looks pretty bad. You probably look the worst out of your companions
Yeah,
who were in the room, besides the woman with her arm missing.
that's fine.
That you like, you're the worst.
Well, Braylor's not going to heal himself. He only has 16 hit points left of his, or 15 hit points left of his thing. So he's going to save that just in case people really need it. But yeah, I'm going to work to try and shuffle out the people from this crumbling room, and do one more investigation check or perception. Just, before we exit this room to see if I can find anything useful. If
Why
that's
did
all right.
you notice that on my screen?
On your screen, I'm not watching things. Sorry. Make your perception check. Nat 20 again. I might just assume it.
Nope, that's a 6 perception.
6. Yeah, there's not much in here anymore. There's some papers that are written in a language you don't really understand, and then more potions that just look same as the ones you'd found.
Taylor's gonna grab the papers anyway,
Okay.
just cause, stuff them in his bag. Actually, no, I still have my woolly mammoth active, I believe.
Yes.
Or
Probably
I
not
I'm
in
just
here.
I mean, I think
yeah,
that you stopped it outside
it's
because it was
outside.
such a small.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
It
yeah,
was a small
I'll
laboratory.
hold on to those and be shuffling people out and be like,
Okay.
your suffering is at an end. We must get out of here, though. And then yeah, that's Brayler's turn. Yeah.
Okay. Coog.
I believe everyone's going out. Coog's health isn't terrible, so he's not worried about that. Yeah, I mean, it's almost half, but as everyone's going out, he'll just kind of follow up behind. He wants to make an investigation check on everything in the room. He'll just kind of be like diligently looking at everything in the room. He's going to look at the dwarf and what the heck went on there.
You're going to the dwarf.
I think Brayler would also give you the manuscript stuff as well.
You're going
I'll
over
take-
to the dwarf, Coog.
I'm not gonna like go over and specifically investigate
but
him,
just-
but I'm going to be looking at him being over there. I will glance over and
With a
just
glance.
quick
Okay.
investigate.
Yeah, make a perception check for me.
Do you want perception or
disadvantage.
investigation?
A perception,
With
because you're just glancing.
disadvantage?
Yeah, if you're just glancing, make an investigation for the room. The perception specifically for the dwarf.
Okay.
Investigation.
Oh my gosh, why is it so slow?
It's because you live in Roy.
Ugh. An 8 on my
It's like-
investigation, so not great.
That's good. Perception.
Whoa.
I'm going to roll physical dice from now on.
Interesting. Yeah, that's okay. That is perfectly fine to do.
24 on my perception.
24 in your perception with disadvantage.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Not with disadvantage.
Not with disadvantage. What's my? It's a +8, so a 17 with disadvantage.
17.
Yes.
Okay. What did you get for your investigation check?
I was an 8.
An 8. Okay. So looking around the room, I mean, you're not super proficient with alchemical processes and stuff like that. So there's a lot of equipment and bottles, all sorts of different random stuff around the room, but nothing.
Yeah. As
that
much as I would
seems
like to
be
say I'm looking
useful
for the cure, I'm not gonna know it. So.
in there.
Yeah.
And with your perception check, we move on to the end of the initiative, which is the dwarf and Saffron. You guys watch Boo specifically. You look at the dwarf at first and you see he's bleeding out. It's a dwarf. He slit his throat. There's going to be a lot of blood. But it kind of causes you to double take when you look back, because the blood, when you slit your throat, generally runs out away from you. You see where it had pooled, but you see blood on his arms and on his chest that is starting to go back towards his throat, the opening, and a lot of it that's climbing up his face and starting to float out into the air above him. Just as you're starting to notice this, though,
Phylactery?
not quite. Just as you're starting to know this, you see a stream of blood that starts to form and curls up towards this bead of blood that had been there. And then, just as you're about to say something to the group about the strangeness of the way this blood is working, it expands outward in a explosive manner, covering the entirety of this room. I need everyone in there to make a why can't I think of what it's called? Because I have death on the mind. That's what I have.
Dexterity save?
Dexterity. That's the one. A dex save. I have death. on the
Anyone
mind.
who is within 10 feet of me gets a +3 to this save.
Nice. That is Saffron.
Oh, it'll
Thank
be-
goodness. I don't want
You wanted me to stay in that room.
Wow. I got an
Saffron.
8.
You got an 8.
Yes.
Okay.
What did Saffron get?
Gosh, why
Saffron
did I
got a
roll
20 with the
in
plus
DDO?
3, so she is good.
Okay. Can you have me that phone? I can't.
Oh, wait a second. You guys have her tucked by a desk.
5.
I'm going to actually count it as not hitting her, because she's technically unconscious. She technically can't make a dex save. But technically, she's tucked under a table, so I'm going to say that she's safe, because I don't want her to get
Yes.
killed again.
Can you hand me that?
Yes.
Gosh.
I really don't want that to happen twice in the game. So, 8 for Braylor. What did you get, Coog?
A 5, and I don't think I
A
would have.
5?
I didn't move my character, but I don't think I would have been in 10 feet of him for this, so I'm going to say a 5.
Yeah, no. The only one in 10 feet is Saffron.
Oh yes, 22. Natural 20.
Natural 20?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. So Boo, you see this and you're like about to yell something out, and in your frenzy to yell something out as you're seeing this blood accumulating above him, you don't notice the explosion that's happening from it. Huh? Move book.
Yeah.
Okay. So you take the full brunt of this. Braylor, you also take the full brunt of the blood blowing out. We'll say first thing you guys do is get knocked back 10 feet. Boo, you're at a
Right.
table, so you're going to hit the table and probably just roll around it. So I put yourself down between the middle. I'll just move you actually to where you guys get. You get slammed into the wall, Braylor.
Love that.
Oh shoot, where'd it go?
There. And Portia, you are able to, standing next to Boo and looking and where he's looking when he's about to start talking, you see what's happening. You can duck down behind this table so you don't get hit by any of the force that's going out. But as you get coated in this blood a little bit, you kind of feel some burn from it that's happening. So we're going to see what damage people take.
This is so confusing.
So everyone who failed is going to take 14 points of necrotic damage. And
Any more damage
Portia,
beyond that?
you take 7. No more damage beyond that.
Okay.
Portia, you take 7 points of
Damn.
damage.
Why?
I am very nearly
Because
down.
you saved. So you don't take half. So you take 7 points
But
of
why?
necrotic damage. As the blood kind of like coats your skin. I'm saying that Braylor getting knocked back, he was kind of aware of this and
22.
protected Saffron because I really don't want her to die.
Yes. Neither would have done that.
You threw
If it was
something over
between
her.
him
Yeah.
succeeding and her failing, and him failing and
We're
her
gonna-
succeeding, he
we're
would
gonna
have
say
covered
that
her.
that's what happened.
That's what happened.
You kind
Yeah.
of threw something over Saffron. You're like, oh, this could be bad. I don't know what's gonna happen. So you just threw it over her.
Probably like his body or shield.
You're gonna want that. Okay. And then
Did you already put it on? Are you already checking
I already took your damage. Yep. After that, you see, recovering from this, you stand up. This dwarven man is now floating in the air above you. He still has the slit throat. The blood is still pulling out of it. You see he is very pale, like someone who had lost absurd amount of blood. He has strange red markings covering all of his visible skin, so like hands and face mostly. You can see it, and all of the blood that is being pulled out of him and that has blasted out of the room is coming back to form a
Another lich.
portal, behind him. It doesn't seem like it's active quite yet, but it seems like it is trying to pull in enough blood to become active. It's quite loud. 12 Thorns, you see it. Teagle, you said you are opening the scroll case, right?
Just flashing
Great.
out to Teagle,
Just
casually sitting outside.
which way are you facing, Teagle? Just so I can.
Away from the
Away from the
Whatever
facility or
airship.
towards the facility?
Probably away from it
Okay.
because I'm probably upset thinking that everybody left me right now.
Got it. So
You have the medieval equivalent of sound canceling headphones on. Can't hear anything either.
So you
Just
would not
vibing.
notice anything here. You just hear,
Yeah,
you
it's
know,
called old age.
it's just it's a collapsing building. There's a lot of noise. There's nothing really else
Yeah.
going on. And
Hey, great.
you are looking into the spell case.
Wait. Isn't the woolly mammoth outside?
It is.
Yeah, it is. That's true.
That is true. So that's
Mhm.
something you see. Your friends aren't out there, but the woolly mammoth is.
Okay,
So I
assume
where
he's
is
just
the
warming up.
woolly mammoth on? Where is he at in relevance to me?
He probably would have been just outside the doorway, so
So you would
Pretty
have
close
seen
to where
him
you
on the
are.
way out.
Licks
Just
your
chilling
face
in the
when
snow.
you come out.
Just have him hiding behind
Then-
the corner right there.
I forgot about that.
When Teagle first came out, then he probably been like, "Oh, you got left too. That's okay. We could do."
Oh my gosh.
Wow, he's so depressing. It's so sad. We gotta make him feel better.
Hey, Teagle's been left before.
That's
Eagle's
true.
sad boy arc.
yeah.
Okay.
With that being said, though, if in all realness, he probably would have seen that and kind of thought that they were still in there, so he probably would have started on something different then, instead of popping open the scroll.
Yeah, if the woolly mammoth. I just think he'd be. If you didn't notice it at first, then you'd open the scroll. But if you did see the woolly
Yeah.
mammoth,
I mean,
So I guess,
it
like I
is
said, it just
Teagle,
depends on where it was.
and Alec knows how Teagle would react to situations. So whatever
agreeing
Alec
with him.
says is, yeah,
I'm
that's.
agreeing.
I will say, I think the ram probably was like half covered in snow too, because it's just fine, just chilling out.
Chilling.
So
Here, I'm
it would
gonna
have taken him a
make a
second to recognize.
six roll. Evens mean he saw it. Odds means he didn't.
Alright.
Evens, he saw it. Okay.
Nice.
So, well, if he saw it, instead of opening up the scroll, he probably would have started tinkering on a little device that would be able to fly throughout the house to just kind of scope around and then chirp back if he saw any of his people in there.
drone, aka.
Something like a
Yeah.
Yeah,
hummingbird
but not
that
like a video
would-
transmission. It would have to come all the way back to him before he was able to know.
Yeah, I guess.
I would say that you know that would take a while because with the
Yeah.
hummingbird on the ship, it still took you almost the entire day, even though all the parts were pretty
Yeah,
much
but
there.
you already made it once.
Yeah, but he sent it to follow Tim, and it got smashed.
And his
Yeah,
got
rip.
squished by the
Yeah.
ugly Yeti. That's right.
Yeah.
So you would know,
Yeah.
Go back
being
and
the
kill
artificer,
him
you
still.
would know that it would take a while to be able to make something like that, unless of course you have an ability that says you can do it in an hour.
I
or
feel
something.
like I have something.
If you do, then we'll do that. If not, it would take you quite some time to try to make something with your limited supplies. It would be pretty difficult.
I do have an infuse item enchantment thing.
You did infuse Braylor's shield, so you could
Yeah,
take
that
the
one's still been
infusion
going.
after that. Mm-hmm.
Do the infusions have to happen on a long rest though?
It happens as long. Interesting. Okay, he probably doesn't have anything then, so I guess instead of going back in because he's afraid of the thing, yeah, I guess he will probably just end up
Collapsing
sitting
building.
next to the mammoth and opening the scroll.
Just
So I
waiting
guess we'll
for
go
that.
back to our original idea.
Okay.
Circle
Now
back.
sitting next to the mammoth, facing away, leaning up against the mammoth, the early rammoth, right?
Woolly
Mhm.
mammoth.
Leaning up against the mammoth, but probably still on the other side of the house, so he's not like pinned in between.
Yep. So you still don't notice anything. So, was that Teagles? No, that was the end of the turn. We're back to Portia. Actually, we are back to the collapsing building.
Yeah.
Wait, what was in the scroll?
That was a good
Um,
segue to the collapsing building.
Oh my goodness.
What was in the scroll? What
The
was in the scroll?
scroll. I mean, we can do that right now because we were basically talking to you.
Yeah.
13. I'm half tempted just to make up something and give it use a really good benefit, but it is a it has 2 spell scrolls in it. Sitting with them for a moment and trying to figure out what they do, being, a practicer of magical arts yourselves, you know that these are 2 spell scrolls of Detect Magic.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yep.
Right.
That is what
That's
it
so
is.
exciting.
Love
Wow.
that.
I should have changed it. Man, I didn't actually write this book. Now, I've been saying it the entire time, but now I'm going to take that back.
Wow.
It wasn't me. It wasn't me.
I can't
You
believe
would
it.
lie to us like that?
All right.
And then I guess before the start of the next round, also 12 thorns will go to yours. In your storage room, you open up a
Yes.
chest, and in the chest there is a creamy white liquid inside of a potion bottle.
Drinking it.
Milk?
There is 3 or 4 of them.
It's milk.
Drinking it. It
No.
tastes. Did you say
I'm at least I'm at least smart enough to not drink a strange potion when I find it.
But it looks like
Shut up.
you
Usually.
see? You open one chest. That's what it has in it. You open the next chest. It has more of that in it.
Wyatt.
I wonder what this
No
strange
way.
substance could be.
Intermission.
Here, I'm gonna take it and go into the other room.
Okay.
Guys, I found it.
Okay.
I got it.
Thank you. So yeah, it's just complete storage of that. Lots of potions.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab a bottle and go back
Okay.
into the other room. Hey guys, I found it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey.
I'm gonna shut the door and go back.
You're shutting the door and going back into the hall.
Yep.
Got it. Okay. Also, sorry,
deal with
before
that.
we move on to what part of the building collapses, also, Coog, did you make dexterity saves for your wolves? I forgot about them.
Oh, yeah, let me do that just a second.
Would
Check your
12
dexterity.
thorns have dropped concentration on polymorph?
No, I haven't gotten anything else to use my concentration on, so I'd have kept it.
Okay. So one of them is definitely safe. The other one,
Yeah, right.
what did the other one roll?
8.
8. So it's 14 damage. I don't remember what theirs was.
They're fine.
Just let him come sit with me. Okay, so they're good still. No death.
Careful with your head. Don't hit her.
I'm sorry, I gotta grab our other kiddo. He woke up.
You're
You're gonna play
fine.
with us today now. But we're almost done.
I just told you.
She's okay. She's okay.
You just hit her in the head.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you 100%.
Okay, so we're good there. We'll move on to the collapsing part of the building, which happens in room number 11, which is not of import to any of you. You hear it collapsed. You hear more of the building collapse, and the ice is starting to get very, very creaky and groany. It's not a big fan of, holding up a big building. So,
Weird.
12 thorns. Was that
Weird.
actually the last of what you were doing there?
Yeah, I saw freaky stuff going down.
Stayed out
No,
of it.
thank you.
Not into that.
Subtly back away.
Now we move on to Teagle. We're gonna do Portia when Amy gets back. So Teagle.
Matt, why you gotta stop hitting me in the head?
Teagle, you're outside. You just found out that you whiffed on the scroll case that you fought a kraken for.
That was the most worthless thing ever. Yeah.
Good thing it has
Teagle
I'm not
explodes
fine.
with electricity and rage.
Pure electricity. Honestly, I'm not sure what Teagle would do because I don't think he values somebody else's life above his right now, so he probably
Okay.
wouldn't go back inside.
Okay, sounds good.
But he probably wouldn't leave because he knows that they're still there, so maybe he's just gonna sit there and bite his nails in anxiety. I don't know.
I only need
Well,
you to let me know if you ever look back towards the building. So that's
Well,
if you're
yeah,
saying
sure,
lean
I'll
up
do that.
against.
I'll do that this time.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that this time. I'll be like, wonder what's taking him so long, and I'll look back.
Okay. So looking back, and you see the collapsed portion. You see a lot of the building starting to kind of sink down in, and towards the back corner of the building, the air seems. Well, make a perception check for me. Actually,
Perception. 13.
okay.
Kristen.
The building is definitely collapsing.
Great.
There is something strange above the building. You kind of see weird light, but it doesn't seem too out of the ordinary for you, really, at this moment. It's just there. Things happen. It's a little bit redder above the building, almost like looking at a sunset over a mountain kind of thing. That's kind of what it looks like to Teagle looking over the building.
Kind of.
Pretty.
Pretty.
Wow.
And then we'll go to Portia.
By the way, Teagle's gonna take the last of his turn and just do a nap into the woolly mammoth for now.
Okay.
Gosh.
Portia.
Much like Baymax from Big Hero 6, he's very fluffy and
Yeah.
warm.
Yeah.
Just, yeah.
Cozy.
Mm-hmm.
I just need to get out.
That is how I imagined him.
Okay.
I think that's what mostly Portia's worried about, but she's also worried that she's gonna kill her more. So she's gonna pick her up. Can you see it on the map, please?
Oh yeah, I forgot to move for the stream as well. They need to see it. We're down here.
Okay. So I'm gonna try to grab. Do I have it? Am I hurt in any way? I just took 14 points damage.
You took 7.
Oh, I took 7.
Yeah. You're not super bad.
I'm
I don't
worried
think
about.
you're at half.
Okay, so what do I see? Can you remind me? I just see the
There is
blood
a
everywhere.
large floating dwarf who seems to still be kind of dead, with red markings all over him. There's blood all over the place that is accumulating right behind the dwarf into a portal. And the dwarf, his body is kind of like, I would say, almost floating towards the portal now.
Well, I have no idea what's going on. I think, really honestly, I think Portia's just scared now. She's scared and she's tired and she's worried about all the things that emotional roller coaster she just went through. So I think she would literally try to grab Saffron and tell everyone, like, I need to go, and see if that's okay with everyone if she leaves with Saffron. I don't know.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
where I took them. So I started to start leaving that way. Is there anyone out in the hallway?
12 Thorns. He opened the door, saw the portal and then the blood and all of that, and decided, yeah, no, this is not a good idea.
I have licked my fur clean already today. I'm not doing that again.
This is not a 12 thorns kind of situation.
I just think she's just so worried about Saffron.
Didn't seem
so
kinky at all, the 12 thorns or
she's
nothing.
scared for Saffron's
No,
life.
this is way too sticky.
We can lay down on
This one's too sticky for
I just
12.
don't know what else to do. Like, that's all she can do.
So you're running to Saffron. 5, 10, 15, 20.
Do you have any idea how hard it is to get dried
to
blood out of
Saffron.
fur?
Yeah,
Can
I
I
do.
get her out white or no?
You can get to her right now. 5,
Yeah,
10,
I can't
15,
do
20,
anything else.
25.
Isn't
Yeah.
she at
You can
her?
get to her. No, she was at the cages. She smashed them open.
Oh, yeah, she snatched the cages open.
Oh,
That's right.
uh-oh. I forgot to do something important.
You already rolled for the.
Well, most of the people in the room died. The prisoners.
Why?
Because
That makes sense.
Yeah,
They're
they
all
weren't
weak.
very strong, and an explosion of blood engulfed them.
Acidic blood, just like.
So
Right.
this is a good time for you guys to realize now that you see them die, and then all of their blood starts to be like viciously torn out of their bodies. There's a couple of them who stayed alive,
Intense.
but the ones who died from it, it is draining their blood from them. So at this point, actually, since they were dead, the dwarf doesn't look as dead as he did before.
What?
Yes.
That's
Alright.
that's
That's
cheating.
something
You
to
can't do
remember.
that.
That's cheating.
That gives me more insight.
Yes. So now we're gonna start back with Portia
Wait. So
because
this is
nothing else
definitely
changes for anyone else.
Using something to protect her.
Okay.
What is that noise?
I'm
That's my
assuming
nephew singing in the background.
it was a little creepy.
I was gonna say,
but
that
I
sounds
loved
kind
it.
of cute. It sounds like a little boy, but it
cute,
was
but-
creepy.
Yeah, it was like a little whispery. That's why, but it's cute. Yeah. I don't know. Honestly, I'm a little bit like I don't know what to do, but I think Portia will do anything to protect the mom
That's better.
and grab her and get the freak out of there. Her out of there. I don't know how to do this. I don't know if she should stay or fight or. I need some help. What does the chat say? Can some chat help me?
I haven't been watching it because I'm not a good streamer.
We've got Bahana here. She hasn't spoken in a while, so
Yes, 'cause
no
I've not been
suggestions from
responding at
there.
all. Oopsies. Gotta remember to respond to people. I need to think of that. That's why I was gonna put the chat on the stream thing so I could just read it while I'm here, but we'll fix that later. We don't have anyone helping you right now, Amy. Sorry. You're gonna have to figure this one out.
Someone
Oh.
talk to
Bahana is here. She said repeat the question.
What does Portia do? Does she stay and fight? Or
Just in
does
case
she take Saffron out?
You've missed anything. The dying floating dwarf is no longer dying, and Portia's worried about Saffron
Her mother.
and also about herself because of the now not dying dwarf.
Yeah,
I
but
think-
not undead. Just no longer dying.
Yes.
Situation is
longer-
what you might call a mess.
Yeah, it's not a great situation to be in.
A sticky situation.
I just think we should all leave. Like that's just what I think. Is I think all of us have been
Uh,
spell shots and things like that.
Bahana says kill the dwarf.
Yes, kill the dwarf,
Make-
make him
dying.
dying. Dying.
I agree with that suggestion. I like that.
Make him a dying, not dying dwarf.
All right, let's do it.
Okay, make him a dying, not dying dwarf is the
Dying. No.
with
That's
So, in
good,
that
Wyatt.
case,
Good job.
we're gonna
the
have-
power of friendship.
We're gonna have.
Thanks, Bahana. Always great to have you here.
Yeah, really, just like, okay. Right? So great. Okay, I think it's a she. Anyways, because of Hannah. Is it? Do we know? Anyways,
Yes.
okay.
Let's keep going. What do you want to do, Portia?
I want to attack the dwarf. That's what I should.
You want to attack the dwarf,
We gotta kill it, right? Or
The-
contain it.
not dying dwarf. You can attack the not dying dwarf.
Let's see what happens. I guess.
Yes.
Okay, so I guess I'm gonna do the crossbow again. Where I'm standing. Can I start moving towards Saffron at the same time as I'm shooting?
You can. You can move to Saffron and fire at the same time. If you're running and making a volley, I'm not even going to make you do it at disadvantage, because why would I?
Alright, so does 23 hit?
A 23 does hit.
Is it good? Do damage?
It hits, yeah, you can roll your damage. It hits the dying, not dying dwarf.
Okay, 10.
10?
Schrodinger's
Okay.
dwarf.
So you watch the bolt from the crossbow. The bolt from the crossbow sinks into the dwarf. You pierce him right in the shoulder.
Shoulder?
Yes,
You know,
it doesn't seem to
good job,
phase him too
Michael.
much, but he was dying
Thank
just
you.
a moment ago, so he may just not be afraid of death anymore. It hits his shoulder, and I need you, Portia, to make a Constitution saving throw for me, please.
All these bad choices today. Okay, let's see.
I promise you, it's not that high. It's only barely above 20.
I just don't trust it anymore.
What's above 20?
The DC, just barely though.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Okay.
That's like easy.
It's simple.
An easy win.
14, that does not pass. And I was kidding. It's not slightly above 20. It's definitely easier than that. But it's not as easy as a 14. Sorry, Amy. So you, as you fire off this bolt, the blood that had coated you seems to react to this dwarf getting damaged. You start to feel it kind of contract around your body.
I'm still
and
coated in
burn.
blood?
Yeah, you could.
Why? I just start taking off my clothes.
Yes,
You
it
said
starts
it's
to
on my
burn
body.
and starts to contract.
Ship immediately triples.
Take 5 points.
What'd you
of-
say?
5 points
Uh,
of necrotic damage.
More damage.
I said viewership immediately triples.
Right.
Yeah, seriously.
Well, I'm just saying, like, if something's
There's
burning
now
your
nudity
skin,
within our
you gotta
our
wipe
podcast.
it off and take it off. I think that's logical.
The last thing you see for that shot is the bolt begins to sink down into the dwarf. Like it's being pulled into him. You have another shot if you'd like to take it.
My gosh, but do I want to do that?
I mean,
Well, if she took off her clothes, I'd say she loses that shot.
I guess if you're starting to take off all of your clothes and
Yeah.
wipe the blood off, you can take your second attack action. I know I'm not supposed to do this because they're only attack actions. 2 attacks per action.
If
But
she's
I'm saying
attacking
second
her
attack.
clothes,
she's
Yeah.
second
Then-
attacking her clothes
then
and
it-
the blood.
Okay.
So you wipe off the blood, and you try to get it off of you as best as you can, stripping down to what do you have under your arm? Are you taking off all of your clothes or just
I'm not naked, but I
okay?
got,
Top
like,
layer.
I'm gonna say like bandage underwear.
It's
That's-
not bad anymore because it's really, really hot in these rooms because, the devastation orb of fire. So it feels pretty good now because your furs are off. You kind of feel a cool breeze. Not really, though, but it feels better than being covered in armor. So Portia is now wearing bandages and has no more blood on her. Good job. We pass the turn on to Braylor.
I saw
Um,
weapons then. And then
Braylor is going to shakily stand with all 3 of his hit points
Oh,
that he has
gosh.
remaining. um, uh, and I think he's just going to stand and wait for everyone else to get out of the room. He's going to be trying to escort people out or trying to push people out. The 2 people that are still alive from the prisoners, or not the 2 people, you didn't ever say how many were still alive, but the few people who are still alive, he's going to try and get them out. And he's just gonna be limping and pushing them out of the room, and then blocking the door with his body. All of this death has not been great for him mentally, so he's just trying to get everyone, and he can't really speak, so he's just gesturing to everyone to get out.
Okay. They half just fleeing the scene and half knowing, okay, he's telling us to leave. Start just fleeing. They take off. The door swings open, 12 Thorns, and you see the prisoners who survived an attack, coated in blood, running away from the scene. Anything else on your turn, Braylor?
Is anyone else in the party low?
Can you
on
heal
hit points.
yourself?
Not horribly.
I'm a
low,
quarter
I
health,
think.
so
I can heal myself, but Braylor wouldn't do that currently. He only has a
You
few
would have
left.
moved out. I'm staying in the room currently, so
Okay.
Well, Braylor's not
you
out
would
of the
moved
room.
out.
So.
I heal
Um,
more people.
I really want to do something very dramatic, but it's 2 actions, so I can't. Dang,
Ouch.
Shame.
that sucks.
So
Yeah,
close.
sucks. Let's see. Oh, I'm gonna use my last spell slot and cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Good job.
Self-care is
Yeah.
important.
It's
I
very
heal
important.
7 HP.
That's it.
So, yeah, it's 1d8 plus 3.
Nice. We're up to 10.
Yeah.
We're doing okay.
Yeah. Yeah, and then as a bonus action, I'm. Never mind, that's not a bonus action.
Okay.
Continue.
We're going to try to end by 10. So also, we're going to take quick turns now, just if that's okay with everyone. And by okay,
Right.
I mean we have to do that because we have to end by 10. So, we're moving
Why
on
are we
to
dead by 10?
Coog. Because I
You're a
said so.
courteous person.
Yes.
Okay, got it.
We are
Where
going to
is-
move on to Coog. What would you like to do?
What's up with the
You're coated in blood. Wolves are coated in blood.
like skull and crossbones on Portia and
I
the
don't
other
know why I have it on
her
Portia.
mom?
Shouldn't be on Portia. It was on her mom because she had death saving throws for me to remember.
Okay. All right. So where is Portia and where is everybody else in the room?
I can't move my
didn't
character.
know that.
Sorry, so.
Portia is right next to her
Okay.
mom. I just.
She
froze
leaving?
for me.
I thought she said they were
Okay.
leaving.
Yeah,
There we go.
we're on our way out.
So she ran over to her mom. At the current moment, she's just crouched by her mom.
It's because that's how much movement I have.
Yeah.
Okay, so she's over by her mom. I'm not gonna worry about that then.
I'm gonna stop.
I
because
was not.
actually
Oh, I was
broke.
thrown to that position.
go.
I would have gotten up long ago.
Oh yes,
Okay.
half movement to stand. So you have half movement.
Okay. Kind of a moment where I realized that, and he sees the dwarf floating, not dying anymore. The
Not dying
portal
anymore.
still behind it, forming.
Yes, it's seemingly getting pretty close to being formed.
Does it look like anything? What do I see?
If
What's
you
the
would like
portal?
to make a perception check, looking at the portal.
Sure. It's not gonna take my turn, so.
No, it won't take your turn.
Perception. Oh, dang it! I rolled on D&D Beyond again. Gosh, so frustrating.
That's super slow.
I got a 21.
Okay. You do see from the portal, there's like some tendrils of. It doesn't. It seems like blood. Looks like blood, but tendrils of blood starting to pull out of the portal, out into the room.
So they're coming from the
From
portal,
the portal.
into the room?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I don't have very much movement, and everyone is away from me, so I'm going to take like 5 steps, or a 5-foot step forward, and I'm getting pretty tired of this, so I'm going to cast Thunder Wave. Let me double check. 10, 15. Yep. They're right here. 5, 10. Gosh dang it. I'll have moved to there. So 5, 10. I'm gonna cast Thunder Wave. Right in front of this thing.
Okay.
And I know you can't direct Thunder Wave, but I'm thinking that in my head. I'm like, it's everything on you. And that would be a Constitution 14 save. And it will take.
That is a 20.
Okay, so he'll take half damage. And it will be. He'll take 5 damage.
Okay.
And that was just like a frustration thing. So half, 5, 10, 15. I'm just gonna like start walking away, I guess.
Okay. So when you cast the thunder wave, it blasts a lot of the stuff from the table towards him as
Yeah.
well. Some stuff, and it all goes flying out towards him. And as it gets close to the portal, you see the tendrils kind of grab the things and pull them in. And they just vanish into the portal itself, and it just keeps pulling everything that gets close to it into it. And now we move on to his turn. On his turn, you now see each of you in the room watching the portal. It now seems to form to completion. You see it spiral into view. There is still tendrils of blood starting to form and pulling out of it, and you see an image behind it it's a wooded area. You know what? Boo. I'm gonna need you to make a. I'm gonna need you to make a.
Dex?
That wouldn't be. No. Make a. I'll just do perception. Make a perception check. We'll just do perception.
Or a history check, maybe.
I don't know. I guess it could be history, but you can do history or perception. Either one, I'm okay. Whichever one's better for you.
I'm definitely doing perception because my perception is awesome.
He's gonna. That's his world, isn't it?
Knows.
Oh, is it my world? 18 perception.
Okay.
Turns out Coog is from the blood dimension.
Yes, Boo. So Coog, you're staring at this portal, being the closest to it. You see it open onto an image of. First, you just see trees in the background in a really desolate grove. And when you study it a bit more, you have a flashback in your mind of your original home, a beautiful, thriving forest that one day, with an unknown cause, began to die rapidly, forcing everyone out of it. The trees would wilt and turn to a crimson blood color, the ground into an ashen gray. And seeing this landscape behind the dwarf, it brings back those memories. It is, if not the exact place, very, very similar to what was your old, now lost and destroyed home. And with that, the dwarf falls to the ground. From his floating position, now alive, he opens his eyes. They are blood red. He leans forward. He seems pretty threatening and pretty intimidating, but he scoops up the items that he gathered off of the table, looks back at you guys, has a grim smile on his face, and jumps through the portal. The tendrils that were coming out of the portal grab items that are close to it and start pulling them back in, and as they are regressing into the portal, you see it begin to shrink. And with the shrinking of the portal, a new light fills the room, and you hear a familiar voice coming to the room. 12 Thorns, you would hear it faintly as well. It mainly fills the room, but from a small stone in your pocket that was given to you by someone you guys have met in the past once or twice, you hear a voice saying, this is the aid that we needed you in. We require assistance in our world, not this one. Please follow him through the portal. Please stop him from coming for us. And as you hear that voice, you do see a figure of this woman. Now she's standing in the portal, kind of trying to force it back open. You see brilliant white wings behind her, and red from the edges of the portal beginning to creep up her arms in a similar pattern that the dwarf had. It seems to be trying to somehow taint her in a way. Top of the initiative. You guys, there isn't any more crumbling this round, so we move on to Portia.
Well, how do we get Teagle? He's outside. Can he summon the Holy Rabbit?
He can, but not anything on it. So Portia, what would you like to do?
I don't know. I'm gonna look at everyone and say, like, what do we do? That's pretty much it. Has to be quick. I just don't want to die. I don't want them to die. I mean, I guess I'd have to take it into the portal, but maybe I'll jump.
I don't know if I like doing this. I'm gonna do something that I don't usually do. Portia, can you roll an intelligence check for me, please?
Again, you think I'm stupid?
No, I don't think you're stupid. I think that there's something you might remember. That Portia might remember, thinking of her mom's safety and all of that. You roll an intelligence for me?
Yeah, I'm trying. It's
Okay.
just super.
That's okay.
I'm just trying to think, like, my uncle's dying. All those people are dying.
All those people are dying.
The milky white thing is hopefully the thing, and I don't even know if 12 ones grabbed it.
I grabbed one bottle.
It's better than that.
Just so we're clear. Just so we're clear.
Maybe he grabbed one big bottle, so at least he has enough.
Yeah, it was a gallon. It was a gallon.
A gallon of
potion.
It's a
milk.
gallon jug.
A gallon potion of
Makes sense. Why
That's
you
the
cure.
that's the normal
What's your
container size for
intelligence?
potions in this time.
In this time.
They come in a gallon.
Jeez, how do you get
17?
any health?
Okay.
You had to drink a gallon before you like finish off a potion.
So,
Just like
Portia,
drench yourself in it. Ah.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Portia, you thinking frantic how you want to save your mom, how you're terrified of what you've done to her, the chance that you had to regain her, having then lost her, and now once again having this chance to have her live again. You remember that back in Cyrenlaia, the one thing that you guys listened to and got from the master of
I have a
the
coin.
the master of the city of Cyrenlaia, the encampment. She gave you a stone that was able to teleport one person back to Cyrenlaia with the items that they
You
held.
planned this.
No. I didn't plant a person in the Lich's lair that could go back and bring it. You remember?
I mean, they also don't have the cure with them.
Yes, that is the one thing. You remember there's one thing that you can send one person back with the items they have with them to Cyrenlaia. The woman gave it to you so you guys could have a way of getting the cure back once you have it to rescue anyone there who may be on the brink of turning to ice quickly, so you don't have to take the long trip
Where's
back because it was about
Cyrenlaia?
5
Why
or
do I
6
remember
days.
that?
It was where you guys landed on Islecross. And then she said that she had a chest that would allow her to send the cure to different locations on Wildmount if they needed it.
Okay, so what you're saying is I have to send my dying mother.
What I'm saying is that's something that Portia recalls is a possibility.
Okay, well, Boo's carrying all my crap, so I mean,
I am?
Yeah, it's in the bag. Everything's in the bag, right?
Why
Well,
would I
you-
have that?
I don't remember who got the stone. Someone took it. No idea
don't
who.
think
had
I
it.
would have the
I think Braylor might
Yeah,
have
the
took
back
it.
of the
I don't know.
That's what I was thinking. I thought that Braylor. It would make sense that Braylor grabbed it.
Yeah, we'll
I
just say
In
remember
this
that-
situation, I think it would totally make sense for Braylor to make a rash decision and just kind of send her off.
Yeah.
That's
But
something I
Braylor-
would
But she
picture
doesn't have
Braylor
the
doing
cure.
for
She does
sure.
not.
Yeah, Braylor also knows the cure needs to get back to them, and that's
Yeah,
his
but-
number one
Do
priority.
you have it?
So
Do we
Portia,
have it?
remember
Do we
that,
see it?
and
Nobody knows that it's here, so.
Okay, Portia. Anything that you would like to do?
I'm gonna call for 12 Thorns because he has the cure.
You don't know that. He just
Well,
left. You've
I
seen him
know-
walk into the room and then leave the room again.
Right, but I'm seeing the portal. This lady's telling us to come, and I'm gonna call for him, so we're all in the one room. I'm gonna-
Yes, I look in and see her now smeared in blood and almost naked.
Close the door again because everyone's covered in blood and now Portia's mostly naked. That's a fun sight.
I see.
My stuff is
He's
still-
like, oh, this is a king thing, is it?
The dwarf's
no
gone.
judgment.
Dwarf's gone now. 12 Thorns. That is one thing you
Do we have
notice.
time to discuss? How much time do we have?
You don't really know.
We've got
Okay,
5
So
minutes.
I'm gonna say like this is what I remember to everyone. How do we get this? How do we get my mother to safely? How do we save people from dying? That's it. Because we still need the cure
Send
as
back
well.
the cure.
I don't
Okay,
know
well-
the answer to any of that, but I do have this nifty bottle.
Okay, great. Well, we need that bottle, but we need more because if we jump through the portal, Braylor and
It's not-
Dude, like, good
My
job,
bad.
but yeah, whatever, man.
Coog
Um,
need it.
It's like a whole lot of bottles in there, but y'all shouldn't touch them because you're gross right now.
Covered in blood. Well, Portia mostly wiped off the blood. She's only got some speckles of it on her.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, that's it. That's what I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna start going towards Braylor and asking for a stone.
Okay, move
Or-
on to
I guess he would do that.
12 Thorns.
This has to go quicker. I'm so sorry.
Your turn.
Can I just skip
Um,
sometimes I turn? Sometimes that'd be fast.
You can. I can make something cinematic if you don't want to think of anything.
Yeah, make something cinematic.
12 thorns. What would you like to do?
There's a whole bunch of bottles in there. Do you want me to go get them?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna go
Them all.
grab like the biggest box of bottles I can lift and try and bring it in.
So there's a couple that have like 4 potions in them. There's some that have 8, 10, 12. I mean, how strong does 12 thorns think he is?
12 Thorns thinks he's a beast, so he's gonna go for the 12.
Okay.
Lucky number.
I mean, it's also lucky number.
It's not crazy heavy, right? They're just potions full of liquid and other things. Roll a strength for me just to see if
Well,
you
if
can
it's
walk
12
without
Unless they're
gallons.
being
actual
encumbered.
gallons jugs,
Oh,
then
they're
he would be
definitely not
making it
gallon
like 90
jugs.
pounds.
Definitely not gallons.
Okay.
They're not super huge, but just roll strength just to see if it hinders your movements at all.
That is an 8.
An 8, it hinders your movements a bit. I would say you can move it 20 feet per round. 3/4. No, wait, what is that? 2/3. 2/3 your speed.
2/3.
Once you pick that up, so it's 5, 10, 15. You probably got 20
Doesn't he have
to
a
get
40
to pick
speed?
it up, which means what is your speed? 30. But then if you use your feline, whatever.
Yeah, my speed's 30, but I'll double it this round to 60.
Okay, yeah, so you can make it there and back, pretty much.
It's heavy. Someone take this while arms are melting.
Wrangler is gonna grab it with one hand
Oh, thank you.
He's just like.
and place it against Saffron and like put her hand on it because I mean then it's technically she's holding it, and then
Okay.
press the stone against her and activate it. I think.
Okay. So you'll start doing that once 12 thorns get back. Anything else on your turn, 12 thorns?
Raylo, you're looking kind of blue.
Yes.
Here, you
I
hold
am
out the
okay.
one bottle that I grabbed before. I think you should drink this.
I'll test it just in case it's poison. I guess that is a good idea.
12 thorns, make a perception check for me real quick.
But like, if you don't think 12 Thorns would notice weird colors on his buddies, that is so unfashionable. He would be on that in an instant.
Your fingers are slightly blue, 12 thorns.
That's a 7.
Yes.
Can I see that through my fur, though?
No, well, it would kind of tinge the fur a little bit, but you've been, there's been some blue stuff in the lab. I mean, you might have
You've been
touched a couple
obsessing
things.
over probably double and triple checking yourself. So I think any new thing
Yeah.
would stand up.
I think I'll just count it and say yeah. I want
Raylor
you guys to know that you
would
have
just down it just to see, because if it's
Well, you
I'm a little
guys-
blue too. Maybe I should take a drink as well.
While you guys take your drinks, Teagle, what would you like
Sippy
to do
break.
outside the lab?
I'm sleeping.
Okay, still sleeping. Teagle is
Just
sound
vibing it.
asleep.
I think maybe wait, no, I don't think the summon steed is concentration. Never mind.
It just lasts. Okay.
It just lasts.
Braylor, you were moving the potions over, setting it on her, and activating the stone.
Yeah,
So you're able
Braylor
to do all
would
that.
try. I think Braylor would try one first, and if he doesn't die, he's going to give one to Coog.
Yes. You drink it, and the blue recedes from your fingernails and goes away. Having
He's
been
gonna toss
cured
one over
with
to Coog.
curative cure.
And be like, drink this, you're infected.
Yeah, we can.
Then my turn.
Yeah, so the stone activates, and you start to see Saffron's form shimmer and shift and fade, and as it does, her eyes open, and she looks around for a brief second before she disappears, and the last thing you hear her say is, Portia? And then poof, she's gone. Teleported back.
Thank goodness. A shame
And
I
then-
had without mother.
And then,
And then after that, where's my arm?
Coog,
She took her arm with her, okay, guys? Cut it off.
Oh,
Coog,
okay.
it is your turn. What would you like to do?
Okay, so
You took
if
her
Coog
good
had
arm.
noticed, since Coog would have noticed through this portal that it looks like my world, Coog is oblivious to the rest of the world. He's gonna have, like, I'm probably gonna go. I'm going through this portal, and nothing's stopping me. And the only thing that would stop me is if he noticed that he is blue. That is the only thing that would stop him, because that would put his family, his world, everything at risk.
Yeah.
And so I'm gonna like roll perception with
guys-
disadvantage.
You guys did already find out that the only way to contract frigid woe is by coming in contact with the potion itself.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not normally contagious, only direct
You guys
exposure.
found that out like earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if he dies, he
I'm just
doesn't
letting you know.
see his family anyway.
But yes, that is something.
Well, I would not. That would not have crossed my mind. Not in
Okay.
this moment.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
So roll
But,
perception, as you please.
Yeah. So it'll be like I said, it'll be a
Disadvantage.
disadvantage perception. The only thing that's stopping me from going through this portal
if
is
you're
if I notice that I am blue.
Got it.
Double
And
D, double
so that
die.
one's
Yeah. Hey, we had the
that
same
one's
thought.
yeah. That one's a 27,
Dang. That's great.
and this one is a 26. Gosh, dang it!
I don't know why that's so funny to me.
He said, I'm blue.
Sorry, I know. Okay, no more. Sorry. Yes, you noticed that you are slightly blue, but this is right after Braylor told you, "Boo, you're infected," and was throwing you a cure. So
But that would have hit me. Like, if he'd thrown a bottle at me, it would have just hit me and bounced off. In the moment, now I would have noticed. It would have brought me to some sort of attention, and said, "I'm risking everything in my world if I go there." Braylor, I will definitely see what Braylor just hit me with, because I will have come to attention.
Mhm.
And if that's the cure and they know it, I can witness that. I'm taking that, and I'm going. I'm going. I'm
Sounds
through
like-
this portal.
Mm-hmm.
I would also like to mention, Boo, that you did see the dwarf grab a bunch of potions and notes and jump through the portal. If
Yeah,
that, you know,
I
that's
remember that.
another thing.
Mhm.
So there's that. But yes,
Potions and notes. I don't think that would really. I would understand that meaning at all. So
okay. Going through the portal then, Coog.
yeah, for sure. I'm out. He's
Wait, did he notice?
now threatening my family that I'm pretty sure that's my world. I'm out. I'm gone.
As you charge towards the portal, you notice
that
the
angel?
red that's climbing down this person's arms.
Yeah.
It's gotten pretty far. You see that she's straining with the pressure
Yeah.
of holding the portal open. And as you charge towards the portal, it starts to shimmer a bit and blink. A couple of different images show up. The one of the forest that you were at, seen before, a town, large and expansive, that you would know, having been from this portal, is one of the capital cities of the island nation, and then to a barren wastes of snow. And as you
Of my
dive
world?
through, yes, of the world that you are from.
Okay.
As you dive through it, it is on the barren wastes of snow.
Okay.
Just as you dive through it. So we'll get to that in just a second. Next up, Coog, after it is to Portia.
Okay, so we
Your
have
mother
the
is now
potions
gone.
Is that lady not gonna appear to Kegel? He was part of the group at the beginning. It makes sense.
She is holding a portal open
Oh yeah.
with all of her might.
I don't know what to do. I'm like naked too. It's just like the worst thing ever. Okay, well, we have a potion. She's gone. We have still some potions with us, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I just grabbed a potion. I figured Boo's on the other, or Coog's on the other side, so I'm gonna just. I'm just worried about Teagle. So I'm just gonna yell, "Teagle!" really loud as
Wow.
yeah,
Trying to
and
yell
then
through the
run through the portal. Because that's what I would do. That's what. She's just so frustrated too. She has tears on her face. She's just feeling guilt, shame, and all the feelings too. Yep, that's my turn.
Okay. You are running towards the portal. Also dive through it when it blinks to a snowy, barren waste. We'll get to you
Freezing
after
later.
that. Move on to
I
12
have
thorns.
I saw Coog go through. No hesitation. I'm going in
Oh,
after
wait,
him.
wait.
Ooh.
Sorry.
Do we know who?
We know now, don't we? Yes.
Sorry. I have to add that during my turn, I grabbed my bloody clothes.
Okay,
And
we can take that. Well, the dice are favoring you guys because you also go through.
Michael, do I have to take you out
favoring
to dinner now?
Slightly favoring you. You also go through in the barren wastes. Snow. It's all
You
snowy.
could take me out to dinner. I wouldn't say no.
Teagle, still sleeping?
I will say
He doesn't know what's
I-
going on. He's
just
still
right-
sleeping.
I can't communicate with my steed when it's within 1 mile of me.
Okay.
So I think the steed would be like bumping Teagle, trying to get him to come inside.
Absolutely.
At this point-
The steed would have
Yeah.
grabbed Teagle by
Yeah.
his clothes and drugged
Yeah.
him inside.
Yeah, so the
Rammed
The
through
steed is
the
doing-
wall.
the woolly mammoth is doing his utmost to try and get Teagle inside.
No,
Well, if that's the case, Teagle will probably just lay on top of the steed and just let it do its thing.
Yeah, it runs full
me.
speed. And
Okay. So Teagle is laying on a steed. How fast is your ram?
let's see. He's pretty fast. I believe
Yeah.
either 40 or more. Yeah, 40 feet
10,
or 30 feet when climbing a non-vertical slope.
30?
40 feet normal, 30 feet when climbing.
Okay. So 35, 10. That's 40.
So it's faster
And he would-
when climbing.
So you can get to here.
No,
No,
it's faster
it's
on a
10
flat slope.
And
Well,
if he's
if
running,
it
I
was
guess he can
rushing,
go
he would get 80.
85, 10,
Yeah.
15, 20,
Yeah,
25,
wouldn't he
30,
be rushing for sure?
35, 40. So to here. That is where Teagle is currently. That's okay. I don't know. Teagle, you are down here. Okay. Braylor. The last one in this room.
Braylor is he's going to approach the figure and try and he's going to do lay on hands and give her the rest of his remaining hit points
Figure.
to try and stabilize her so
Sorry.
that Teagle can make it.
Okay. How much do you have left?
I have 15 hit points left.
Okay. Are you going through
Does
the
it
portal?
do anything?
I am not yet.
Okay.
I'm waiting for
so
Teagle.
laying it down on her. You see some of the red does start to regress with the holy.
Knew I should have
magic
healed that
pouring into
dwarf.
her.
Gosh dang it.
And now we'll move to Teagle because you guys all went through the portal already.
He's just
laying
along
on
for the ride.
laying on it.
Still
Okay.
just chilling.
Probably still asleep on the back of the round.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 5, 10. He bursts through the door. 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, and he can get to the portal at 40. So were you waiting for him to go through the portal before you go through Braylor, or were you just waiting to see him?
Well, Braylor knows that the cure works, and now someone has it.
Okay.
And his newfound world that is now definitely under much more danger than this one is. So he's just, instead of walking through, he's just going to fall through and try and take the woman with him to try and pull her
everybody
out
through,
before yeah, like after he
Is
gets
Portia
through, he'll
through?
try and pull her through to try and get her out of
Oh,
the
Portia's
danger
with
of the
me.
portal.
Sorry, guys.
You're going
Yeah.
through the
Yeah, I'm
portal.
with, but it
And
says
then
12 thorns.
4,
12 thorns.
12 thorns
yeah.
went through, but where did 12 thorns
Four.
end up?
With us.
Yeah, all in the snow. But Braylo, you're jumping through the portal before Teagle does and grabbing.
No,
the ram?
after
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 Teagle.
after my Rameth runs
Teagle.
through.
Um,
How about all at the
oh,
same
you're
time?
just having the ram run through. Teagle, when you
Yeah.
get into this room, you've never seen it before. It is covered in blood everywhere. And the ram is charging towards a portal that has a woman standing in it, and Brayler right next to it, looking and waiting for you.
And well, he's actively trying to heal the woman
Yes.
as well. Yeah.
Teagle,
And the ram will just run straight through, hopefully.
are you just hanging onto the ram?
I feel like Teagle would be on top of this ram. He'd look up, look around the room, and then right as the thing's going through the thing, he'd be like, "What the?" And just jump straight through.
That was good, Alex. That was perfect. But it makes like another portal sound from Minecraft.
You see the portal flashing different images as it goes through. Braylord, you've seen these flashes happening as the others jumped in. And it was sitting on snow for a moment, right as the ram is about to touch it, before changing to a large, bustling city.
Oh,
And
exciting.
the ram charges straight through into a city before you see it disappear.
Hold
It is
on.
now
I'm
well out of
wondering.
your range. So
Yeah.
Teagle would be there.
And he falls through. He follows it.
And then
He said he falls through immediately
fall
after.
right through after. I
Yes.
don't know if I need to roll for it then.
Yeah.
I guess it
He
said
would
right as it
definitely have
changes.
followed his ram.
Yes, you fall through. Would the ram go through before you fall through? And would the ram
Yeah.
disappear? So you fall through. Make a strength check for me, and I'll have that determine if the portal's changed or not.
I don't
Because
think
you
it
grab
should
onto the
change,
woman.
Because the woman was.
I got a
She was trying to, as best
25.
she can. A 25 strength?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So she sees that you've all gone through and kind of seeing you grab onto her, trying to help her, understands what's going on, and she falls through the portal.
One of us does.
As well, at that moment as you grab on, and you also, Braylor and Teagle, you end in a bustling city, in a kind of outcropping area. Not too many people see you there, but you can hear the sounds of a loud city, streets, people running around. The air is humid and warm, still much cooler than where you previously were. And the woman is laying on the ground next to you. She has red markings running up and down her arms, and her wings, it seems like they are starting to molt and fall away, having turned red and black. They are falling off.
Now she's a
The
cool
rest
goth
of
angel.
the party, you guys,
You're not with the cool goth angel 12 thorns, so
12 Thorns
sucks.
and Coog and Portia, and we're going past 10 o'clock currently. I apologize. to
That's
everyone.
okay.
We will.
It was off limit.
Okay. You all
Hold up.
go through this portal. Coog first, you show up in a barren waste of a place. It is cold, but not quite as cold as the ice you were in before. It's definitely much colder than the burning heat that you were in just barely. And it is definitely an Arctic area, but you see different land formations than what Eiselcross had. There is a large set of mountains that stretches out in front of you, and behind you, looking around, you see out, there's a bit of smoke rising. You can see in the far distance, and past that, a horizon on an ocean.
Okay.
But
Would I
you
know where I'm at?
guys-
I feel like I would,
You
but I don't
you would
know.
have an idea. You are at the furthest northern reaches of I forgot the names that I had for this place, but you're the furthest
That's okay.
northern reaches of the continent, the highest north that they go. You've never
My
been there
continent?
before. No, it's a different continent than the one that you
Okay.
live on.
So I wouldn't know it.
You wouldn't know anything about it. You kind of have heard about it. You know how cold it can get, and that there is very few civilizations out there, but there are
Okay.
some.
Okay.
But,
This is a moment where Coog would like involuntarily cast like Thunderwave. He would just scream in like anger that he's not closer, but he's also excited he's back, and probably hit 12
Okay.
Thorns and Portia with Thunderwave.
We are going to end there,
Nice.
though, with the party being separated in an unknown to most world and an unknown place to all. With Coog screaming in frustration for the fear of the evils that have been brought to his world, and the rest of you just wondering where these portals have taken you. We'll talk about what's going to happen with that in the near future. Thanks everyone who joined in. We're going to end right now. Our main sessions are probably going to change a bit because of some scheduling stuff. We're still going to plan on doing it once every 2 weeks, but we will have some different stuff going on. Maybe not the main sessions, maybe some Coog stuff thrown in. Probably, if we wanted to do that. But I mean, I guess same scheduling problems for your campaign as this one, so maybe
Okay.
not.
Yeah.
Well, that
Anyway,
was a
thanks
round of
everyone for
applause.
watching.
We'll figure it out.
That was the end of the intro. Now we have moved on to our main world. This one I did make myself, and I promise I did not steal it from Matthew Mercer.
Now the
Nice.
title sequence can play.
Our intro
finally.
took 2 years. Now
Yes,
prepare to be
it's
entertained for the next
done.
10 years.
Yeah, right.
Huzzah.
Goodness gracious. Okay. Thanks
Good
everyone for
time.
watching. Everyone have a great night. If you like HelloFresh, try HelloFresh. It was great and it tastes delicious. And remember to follow us and to
Use our
keep
code.
watching us, because
Yes,
we
use
are
our code.
entertaining. I promise.
It's important.
I promise we are.
Also, keep in mind that 12 Thorns can no longer die, because if he does, then that's the bury your gaze trope, and why it's a homophobe.
You're right. I can't do it. I have reaches into that community now thanks to 12 Thorns. But if he's gone, then
Yeah,
we
no
might as
longer.
well just stop
But we should
streaming.
also make sure
Yeah,
that our
now you have.
Darn.
Michael doesn't die in real life. He needs a rest.
Yeah. Okay.
Nice.
Have a good night, everyone, and thanks, players, for joining
Have a
us.
good night.
Goodbye.
Farewell.
Bye.